What's going on, brothers? Check 1 2, check mic 2, check mic. What's going on, brothers? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport. First and foremost, brothers, can you brothers hear me very clearly? Okay, press a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear right now, brothers. Oh, this is gonna be a classic. Okay, a classic for the ages. They're going to be speaking about this stream 10, 20 years from now. Okay, Lord willing. Can you brothers hear me loud and clear? Okay. Thomas Demahan in the building. What's up, Thomas? King Yak, I see you, bro. Thank you. The Batman AVI. AD Ola, what's up, bro? Jesus Shuttlesworth. Awesome, brothers. Awesome. Who else is in the building tonight, man? Barack, Michael, appreciate you, Conrad Grant. Okay, you brothers can hear me? Fantastic, fantastic. Whew. So what's going on, brothers? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream. First and foremost, brothers, when you come in the stream, please hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Definitely Cash App and Super Chat tonight. Show your dudes some love. Show me some love by supporting, cop the merch, and join that Patreon diamond tier for all the intel you need about foreign women to help you navigate your travels. So let's get straight into it, brothers. You know me, I love getting straight to the point. In this live stream, brothers, we're gonna break down a shift. The paradigm is changing, okay? And being in Vancouver, Canada, to me, I'm seeing the future. I'm seeing where the future is heading, okay? I'm seeing where Black men should be going to and who will dominate the dating scene in the years to come. Asian women are a very special case, okay? In Vancouver, Canada, they dominate the dating scene. Every high value man, okay? And let me make this clear, there'll be more Vancouver streams, which is why this is called Vancouver Canada First Impressions. I'm only focusing on Asian women. There'll be more streams down the line, and the final stream where I speak about my experiences in general and overall. But in this stream, it's just Asian women. In Vancouver, Canada, Asian women kill it. They kill it in looks, they kill it in personality, they kill it in femininity. Everything you want in a woman, you can find that in Vancouver, Canada, in an Asian woman. Okay? Specifically amongst the Japanese, Korean, some Chinese here or there, and the Filipinas. Okay? They are running things the way, no, they are directing things the way Martin Scorsese directs his movies. There is no competition. White woman, no chance. Latina woman, no chance. You know, Latina woman, no chance. And it pains me to say that because you know me, brothers, right now, I'm Team Latina right now. I am 55% Team Latina and 45% Team Asia. But in Vancouver, Canada, Team Latina isn't coming close to Team Asia. Okay? These Asian women are drop dead gorgeous, they are high value, and they are in demand. Now, me seeing this in Vancouver is mirroring what I'm seeing in the UK and in America. Brother, special announcement, okay? Asian women are going to be the most desired woman, okay? They are going to be the most desired woman in the years to come. All right? I recorded a Patreon stream with a brother around 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? And the brother told me, IP, I am currently living in Vancouver, Canada, and every other race of woman don't really mess with Asian women like that. They're jealous towards them, particularly the white woman. Okay? White women are not happy with how Asian women are running the dating game. And that makes sense, brothers. That makes sense. Okay? Because if you look in America and the UK, what is the number one group of women these white boys love? Asian women. And it's been like that for many, many years now. There's been a shift. There's been a shift where, you know, it used to be that white women were the top dogs. In 2022, I don't think they are anymore, brothers. I'll keep it real with you. Okay? The standard of beauty, who most men are attracted to, it is East Asian women. Okay? Nobody is going to mess with them in terms of their number one desirability in the years to come. Vancouver, Canada is showing me the future. It is showing me the future. Okay? And shout out to Thomas Demihin. There's an interesting stat that I saw a couple years ago. Okay? A dating app stat. It said that black men, white men, Asian men, Arab men, they all want Asian women. And back then, I didn't understand that. I was thinking, what's so special about Asian women? What's going on here? Okay. Now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it in real time in Vancouver, Canada. Brothers, these Asian women out here, okay, they're untouchable. Okay. If they want your man, if they want a guy, okay, let's just say, right, we have a female in the stream right now, and she's dating a brother. If an Asian woman wants him, she'll get him. No cap, brothers. No cap. Okay? If you think the Asian woman in your hood, in your suburb, is a dime, you ain't seen nothing until you come to Vancouver, Canada. Okay? The way they walk, the way they smell, the way they conduct themselves, the way they dress. The white woman, they don't know what to do, brothers. White women in Vancouver, Canada don't know what to do. Okay? Because they got a boyfriend, and if the Asian woman wants him, she'll get him. Okay? I'm seeing this in real time, brothers, and it's only going to become more widespread. More and more black men are going to want an Asian woman. American black men, UK black men, Canadian black men. They're going to want an Asian woman. And I never thought I would say this. Okay? You know, brothers in the West, right? Minorities and the liberals always complain about how white women are the standard of beauty. No more. All that blue eyes, blonde hair stuff, it don't compare to Asian women in 2022. Special announcement, brothers. Asian women are now the standard of beauty. Asian women are now the standard of beauty. I never thought I would say this, brothers. You know? And I love my Latinas, I love my black woman, but when it comes to the new standard of beauty, ain't nobody coming close to an Asian woman. Brothers, what I saw in Vancouver, Canada, is what I'm seeing in the West, is what I'm seeing according to dating app stats. Why is it that every guy or every group of man wants an Asian woman? It's crazy, you know? And white women, they're starting to feel some type of way about this. They won't say it publicly, but best believe in their own circles, they are shading Asian women. You know, they're scared of Asian women. They don't know what to do. They're losing their beauty of standard against Asian women. Brothers, in the Patreon recording, and I suggest you join the Patreon Diamond tier to watch that recording. It is one of the best Patreons recording I've ever done. We have a brother working IT living in Vancouver, Canada. And he's saying that I was smashing a white chick, okay? And when I finished smashing her, we were discussing our dating preferences. I mentioned that I liked Asian women. And she said, "Oh, what? You too? Why is every guy after an Asian woman?" I kid you not. Go and watch that on my Patreon diamond tier right now. I'm gonna post a link to it in the chat. Okay? They are dominating the dating scene. So, where does that leave black men? Do black men have a space here? I believe they do. Okay? I believe black men can also pull these Asian women, but you gotta be a particular type of black dude. If you are a King Von type of black dude, if you are a Chief Keef type of black dude, if you are a Lil Durk type of black dude, if you are a Young Thug or 50 Cent type of black dude, don't come to Vancouver, Canada. You ain't gonna survive out here, brothers. You will be ostracized the same way they're ostracizing Kyrie and Kanye West. No cap, brothers. No cap. Don't come up here in that Pookie Ray Ray time. Okay? No Asian chick will give you the time of the day. Vancouver, Canada, one of the few places in the West where professional black men are king. So when you come through speaking well, not saying the N-word, not being ignorant, not sagging your pants, you will get play with these Asian women. Okay? And best believe that the Asian woman in Vancouver, Canada, they are top notch. The blonde hair, blue eyed white woman, she ain't got no chance. She can't compete. And it's the same thing Theo Waff said in Japan. So you take some parts of Japan and you take it over to Vancouver, Canada, and white women, they can't compete. They really can't compete, brothers. The white women in Vancouver, Canada, the ones that are, Eastern European looking, the ones that have blonde hair, blue eyes, they're not queens in Vancouver, Canada. It's the Asian woman. The Asian woman is queen out here, brothers. And she knows that. She may know it or she don't know, but she can get the guy that she wants. Okay? It has been an eye opener for me, brothers. A huge eye opener. All right? The shift from the white female beauty of standard, okay, is non-existent in Vancouver. Blonde hair, blue-eyed Becky, brunette Becky, big booty Latina Maria, luscious Keisha. They have no chance in Vancouver because the way these Asian women move, it's like Smooth Criminal from Michael Jackson. Brothers, the Asian women are dominating the dating scene worldwide. Okay? There's a reason why these white dudes love them so much to the point where they don't want to deal with white women anymore. So me seeing that in real time has shocked me. It is shocking me, brothers. You know? Look at America, look at the UK. Look at the white dudes that you know. If they can't get the white girl of their dreams, they're going after an Asian woman. And it makes sense. Because once you've been in their vicinities, once you've been around them, once you've spoken to them, once you can feel their energy, brothers, it's something special. You're dealing with high value women that don't know their high value. Or if they know their high value, they're very humble and subtle about it, as opposed to a good looking Becky and a Keisha. When she knows she's high value, she's arrogant and douchebag about it. Asian woman in Vancouver, Canada? No. No. No, brothers. Man, if you think the Asian woman in Cali, if you think the Asian woman in New York are dimes, wait till you come to Vancouver, Canada. The Japanese woman, the Korean woman, the Chinese woman. The way they move, the way they speak, the way they flaunt, It's so elegant. It's like watching a ballerina dance in the middle of a stage, and watching her move like a swan, and with the wind, and flowing with the wind, and flowing with the atmosphere. It's like that, brothers. You know. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, brothers. They're checking for brothers. They really are checking for brothers. But you gotta be a particular type of brother. You can't be a brother who's on that American hip hop time, or that grime or drill music nonsense. You gotta be a clean cut brother, because they know that their status in the dating game is only getting higher. I can't believe I'm saying this in 2022, that Asian women are now the top dog. But they are, brothers. They really are. Man, let's take it back to 2010, 2012. When I see stats from dating apps, I'm like, these guys are liars. But I truly believe that dating apps, they show you what people truly think. So if most men are going after Asian women, that is what society is. That's a reflection of society. And in Vancouver, Canada, every high value man is going after Asian women. So if you're a brother earning 500,000 a year, best believe that you gotta have an Asian chick on your arm. You know how back in the day, Keisha used to complain that, oh, when black guys get rich, they go after a white girl. Or when Kanye West said on Gold Digger, he gonna leave your ASS for a white girl. In Vancouver, Canada, he gonna leave his girl for an Asian chick. He gonna leave his Keisha, his Becky for an Asian chick. Once you reach that upper echelon of black man, or man of status, or high value man status in Vancouver, Canada, you need to get an Asian chick. A white girl won't do, a black girl won't do, a Latina won't do. You need to get an Asian girl as a status, as a symbol of status. Asian women are now the symbol of status, not only in Vancouver, but around the world too. They really are, brothers. It's white women have lost their crown. White women have lost their crown, brothers. Back in the day, you used to see, Scarlett Johansson, um, who else? Britney Spears, and all these blonde hair, blue eyes, Becky. I mean, brothers, it's it's something that's shocking me. The new status of symbol is Asian woman. When if you live in Vancouver right now and you're a millionaire black man, you're a black man earning six figures a year, it is expected that you get an Asian chick. No doubt. If you ain't walking around with an Asian chick that's high value, they're gonna look at you funny. I repeat, brothers, if you're in Vancouver, Canada, and you're a high value brother, okay, and you don't have an Asian chick on your arm, they're gonna look at you funny. And not in no racist way. It's the fact that why are you with Becky or Keisha or Maria, and you ain't with Sayaka, or you ain't with Mai Ling? No cap. No cap, brothers. Because Asian women are the top woman in Vancouver, Canada. I've not seen anything like this. And it's not the fact that they have the most Asian women there in the West. It's the fact that nobody is as good looking or elegant as Asian women in Vancouver. Brothers, do you hear what I'm saying to you right now? I want to see black men with these Asian women. I want to see black men holding hands and dealing with these Asian women. I want to see black men mingling and loving and making love with these Asian women. There is no other way, especially if you're a brother considering moving to Vancouver, Canada. You must get you an Asian chick. They are the new symbol of status. I never thought I would say this in 2022, brothers. I can't believe this. And I'm Team Latina, but I can admit when I'm wrong. You know, it's crazy, brothers. Things are shifting. The paradigm is shifting. The culture is shifting towards Asian women. I've never seen anything like this before. Think about it, brothers. In the UK, more and more men that I know want to get an Asian chick. In the US, it's the same thing too. The average guy wants an Asian girlfriend. The average guy wants an Asian girlfriend. And there's a reason for that. Because once you've been around Asian women in Vancouver, Canada, you are in a different space. You're in a different world. And it's not just the Japanese Koreans, the Filipino women, the way they move out here, the Thai woman. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Brothers, the brown skinned Asian woman, the way they move too. I remember when I was in Germany, right? And I was outside the club. Okay. I was outside the club in Germany. There was this beautiful Thai chick, brown skin, cinnamon skin beauty. Lord, brothers, ah, my heart stopped when I saw her. Feminine, spoke cute, brown skin, beautiful body. Brothers, the East Asian and the Southeast Asian woman, they're going to dominate the dating scene in the next 5 and 10 years. So, brother, before it gets too late, brothers, you need to get your passport and get your dime Asian chick before it gets too late. Because every other guy is going to want an Asian chick. All right. And there ain't too much Asians out there for every dude. Okay. So if let's just say there's 500 million Asian women in the world. If 2.5 men are going after Asian women, you have no chance, or your chances are slim. So you need to get out there and get you your Asian chick. You need to get out there, brothers, and get you your Asian chick before it's too late. Because the competition, the Asian women are the new white woman. So the competition to get them is going to be very hard in the next 5 and 10 years. IP has spoken. IP has spoken. I'm telling you, brothers, if you're into Asian women, you got to go out there and get her quickly. You got to catch them like Pokemon. You got to catch them all, okay? Before every other guy wants them. Brothers, in Japan, I'm seeing Indian men there in Japan. I'm seeing Arab men there in Japan. I'm seeing Russian men there in Japan. What do you think they're there for? They're there for Japanese chicks. Okay? So with black men are not just competing with white men in Japan. They're competing with Indian men, Arab men, white men, etc., to get Asian women in Japan. To me, less competition is better. Okay? So before it's too late, you got to get your passport, brothers. Whether it's going to Vancouver, Canada, Korea, or Japan, you got to get your Asian chick. Get your Asian chick, take her back to the Caribbean, take her back to Brazil, take her back to Dubai and live with her. Okay, or live in Japan, is up to you. But if you want to live in Vancouver, Canada, and you're a high value black man, you can't be walking around with a Latina, a white, or black chick. That is forbidden. Please don't disgrace black men worldwide. You need to walk around with an Asian chick, preferably Japanese or Korean, or we can slide with Thai and Filipina, but the high value woman there in Vancouver, Canada, is Japanese and Korean. So if you're a brother doing well in IT, earning six figures, dressing well, I want to see you with an Asian girlfriend. Nothing less, nothing more. You cannot be in Vancouver, Canada, dealing with white women. I repeat, you cannot go to Vancouver, Canada just to deal with white women. Yeah, there's Eastern European white women there, but they don't compare with the Asian woman. They really don't. They really don't. So if you're a brother driving a Tesla, if you're doing well in your career, if you're a high value brother, you need to get an Asian girlfriend. You have to. Or else I'm going to look at you funny. They'll look at you funny out there in Vancouver. And Theo and Thomas will look at you funny too. Like, bro, you're in Vancouver, Canada. You're with all these Asian dimes and you're dating a white girl? You might as well go to Sweden if you want to get a white girl. You know? Now, I'm being real with you, brothers, man. Why would you go to Vancouver, Canada for a Latina, Ukrainian, or white girl or black girl? Yeah, there's good-looking women of all races there in Vancouver. But if you're a high-value black man, I better see you with a dime Asian chick in Vancouver, or else you're making us look bad. Because Asian women out there are and they are a status symbol. They are a status symbol. They dress well. They do their hair well. They look good. They smell good. They come across great. The way they walk. I mean, I love my Latinas, but why would I live in Vancouver and date Latinas there? You're hustling backwards. You're hustling backwards if you're dating Latinas in Vancouver. When you got the dime Asian chicks all around the world congregating in Vancouver. Big money, big status. Don't play me like that, brothers. Don't play me like that, brothers, man. So I'm going to open up the phone lines in 10 minutes. And I hope that my message has gone through to you. This is the first of many Vancouver series because I was taking notes out there in Vancouver for you brothers, man. I really was. And I'll tell you this right now. If you're Pookie, if you're Ray Ray, if you're Tyrone, you're going to fail in Vancouver. If you sag your pants, if you have gold teeth, if you have gold chain, if you wear red bandana or blue bandana, like Bloods and Crips, you're gonna fail in Vancouver. You will be ostracized. You will be ostracized like Kyrie and Kanye. Don't do that, brothers. Come out here, wear a suit, dress well, look good, get a haircut, dress appropriately, and you will kill it. Because you're a professional black man. Professional black men, they do very well here with the Asian woman. I repeat, if you want a Korean chick, a Japanese chick, you need to be a professional black man. They ain't messing with no Pookie Rares out here, brothers. You gotta be a high value professional black man. And it's the way you dress and the way you come across. So don't come up here saying the N-word, being loud, being a loud American, being an obnoxious British person. Don't do that, brothers. You come out here, you come correct. You come out here, you come correct. And you don't come out here looking for white women or Latinas or Ukrainians. You come out here looking for the dime Asian chicks. Yes, you can get dime Mexicans, dime Ukrainians, etc., etc. But I'm encouraging you brothers to go after the Asian woman. Okay. I also interviewed a Mexican woman and I'll be dropping that video next week. Okay. I interviewed a few Indian women and a few Colombian women. I'll be dropping that as well next week. Okay. So I'm going to give you a diverse range of women from Vancouver, Canada. But I'm telling you straight from the guy who has experienced Vancouver, Canada in its full-fleshed capacity. The Asian women here are top-notch. Nobody coming close to them. Even the white women are jealous. They're jealous, brothers. The white woman, the best-looking white woman cannot compete with the best-looking Asian woman. And that's me speaking facts. That's me being objective. I repeat, the best-looking white woman in Vancouver, Canada cannot hold a candle to the best-looking Asian woman in Vancouver, Canada. Asian women out here, there's something different, man. They are different. They really are. Okay? Asian women, they got next. They got next. They're up next in line. They really are. I think in 5 or 10 years, they're going to be running the dating game. Every guy is going to want an Asian woman. And I want you brothers to get first dibs. I want you brothers to get the 8s, 9s, 10s, and dimes. Get there before it becomes a trend. Okay? I know a lot of brothers, they love their white women, they love their Latinas, they love their Colombians. But I'm telling you, Asian women, that they're up next. And I saw a lot of curvy. I saw Asian women in the body of Latina women. I repeat, I saw Asian faces with the body of a Latina woman. She's been to the gym, she's working out, she's got hips, she's got curves, her thighs are on point. Brothers, no one can compete against that, man. A slim, thick Asian chick? I saw that, brothers. Man. Oh my goodness. Do you know how rare a slim, thick Asian chick is? She's been to the gym, she works out. There's plenty of that in Vancouver, Canada. Okay? And I want you brothers to get that. But you gotta come in your best form. You gotta be on rare form. And shout out to Nas, man. I'm in rare form. You know? And brothers, get the likes up, please, and of course hit the super chats and cash up. Show me some love, man. I'm dropping some crazy game for you that nobody is doing. I'm dropping this is some CIA level intel, KGB level intel, Mossad level intel. You know, so show me some love, man. I'm telling you what really goes out there in Vancouver. And I'm telling you that if you're a professional black man that has his head screwed on straight, you're gonna kill it out there with the ladies. Easily, because there ain't too much black men out there. There isn't. So when they see a black dude that's the opposite of a stereotype, you're gonna see that. You're gonna get love. They're gonna accept you and embrace you. They're gonna bring you into the fold. Okay. So as I end my segment, you can call in and you can ask questions more about the Asian woman. But like Thomas Demihan said, the dating apps, they're the truth. Arab men, white men, black men, Hispanic men, they all want an Asian chick. Asian women get the most likes. They get the most likes on the dating apps. I saw that in real life. You know? So let me read the super chats and let me see what's popping here. Hold on. Give me a second, brothers. So, shout out to Mr. Thomas Demihan for the £1.79 super chat. Thank you both for the support. Appreciate you, Thomas. Junko destroys Becky, Maria, Yasmin, and Candace. Yep. Junko, Sayaka, Asian women in general, they're running the dating scene out here in Vancouver, big time. Okay, big time. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to, hold on, brothers. Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, East Coast Kev, for the support. Haven't been up here in a long while. Big up to you and the chat. If you haven't heard, you gotta play that video by Filipina P. She shot these modern women down, made the ABW look bad. Okay, bro, I'm gonna check that out. Thank you, Mr. East Coast Kev. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. Let's see. Shout out to, hold on. Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the £5 super chat, $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. Sorry, IP, but the best Asian chick has nothing on a good looking Brazilian from Sao Paulo or Salvador Bahia, Brazilian, Colombian, next level. Now you're making me go over to Team Latina now. Oh man, thinking about Kanye West's girlfriend. But I've not been to Brazil, so I can't speak on that. I can only speak on what I saw, and what I've seen is that in Vancouver, Canada, the women there that are Asian, they kill it easily. So thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. Thank you, bro. IP, yes, another classic. Fam, brothers, support, guys. Listen, deep brothers, please support the movement. Please support what I'm doing. It is not easy doing what I do, so please support. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Who else is in the building? Let me check my Cash App. Give me a second, brothers. Okay, so again, here's a link to the Patreon video on Vancouver. Make sure you check it out on the Patreon Diamond tier. And of course, here's a link to the Patreon in general. Here's a link to it. Support there. Make sure you check out the Facebook group too. Okay. And to get accepted, you must be a part of the Patreon. All right. I'm also on Twitter, so please feel free to follow me on Twitter and get back to me. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. To follow updates on the channel, my thoughts, here's a link to my Twitter. Okay. I also have a new YouTube channel. Okay, I strongly suggest you check it out. International Passport Clips. So make sure you subscribe to it. I'll be posting clips and vlogs from this channel and my travels on that new channel. Okay, International Passport Clips. Here's a link to it, brothers. And here's a link to the merch. So make sure you copy your merch. Okay, shout out to all those who have copied the merch already. Okay, here's a link to it, brothers. And here's a link to my Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and get back to me. Okay, and of course, the Cash App is open 24/7. So please feel free to support the channel via the Cash App. So let's open up the phone lines and let me know your thoughts on this stream. Okay, so call in. Any trolls will be blocked. Copy, paste the link, call in. All right, call in, brothers. Man, it's been a huge eye opener. So look out this coming week for videos on Mexican women, and more of my travels in Vancouver, Canada. I did a very great interview with a Mexican woman in Vancouver. She was very pleasant. Mr. Theo, wife, I see you, bro. Give me a second. Theo. The GOAT. Theo is a GOAT, man. Theo's like, you know, he's like 96 Jordan. I'll keep it with you, brothers. Okay. All right, hold on, Theo. Let me bring you in.
No problem.
Can you hear me, Theo?
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
You.
Cool.
Give me a second, bro.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. How you guys doing? I just saw him drop, so at least I'll talk on here. So what IP is talking about is actually extremely correct. And at least you guys can somewhat see some of the problems that I had when I returned. I'm going to talk about that. But it was definitely hard for me to return. Hold on, good background. It was definitely hard for me to return when I returned from Japan. I was actually very much heartbroken, and so IP is seeing part of this right now.
Hey, Theo. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing well. So I'm just saying, I was just talking to the group. I was talking to everybody on there. Hey, everybody. Again, what you're seeing, IP, what you saw in Vancouver, I would say that's a fraction or reflection of Asia. So
what?
It's much better when you go to actual Asia.
Oh my goodness.
And what you said about marrying Asian, it being the status symbol, I agree. And that was our point of view that we had when we were in Japan. We all considered having a Japanese wife not only be love, but also a status symbol. And the Japanese women were so amazing. So it was like an additional point. So me being stripped of one, that's part of why I went so nuts, because I had fought so hard to have a Japanese wife. And what I said in the chat was actually very correct. What Asian women want is put together, educated, lame black man. They definitely are interested. So if you're like me, like I'm the quintessential nerd. So I'm definitely a nerd. I exercise, daily. I cycle. I do some basketball, but I'm kind of goofy at it. But I mean, physical fitness, I'm actually very serious about it, like lifting. And they'll respect it, and they'll be like, "Hey, you're kind of funny. You don't do everything perfectly. You're a little awkward, but you have a great personality, and you have your money together, and you're wearing a suit. Like I always wear Yves Saint Laurent or Armani, something like that in Japan. And like you've got your suit on, you're working for a company. I'm available at 7:00 for a date, and that's how easy it is. You don't need to have game or anything like that. I mean, you got to know how not to act like an idiot. But for the most part, as long as you're just genuine, they'll keep on dating you and dating you and dating you, and then they'll try to marry you. So it's what you're seeing is definitely true. I would say for myself, again, I was in Vancouver. What was it? 2017 summer. I went there for some weekends.
Oh.
Yeah, it's wonderful in the summer. And what what you're describing is entirely correct. I mean, I can't describe it any better than that. It's the women are spectacular. The Asian women are spectacular, and what you got to see there for the first time was white women being shunned.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what when I saw that in Japan for the first time, that's why I was like, there's a new power dynamic going on inside my head. I was like, I'm not being shunned, but you white chicka are, and now I'm gonna treat you that way forever because I know how I was treated. You have all this feminism and stuff. You go against a real feminine woman who loves family first and isn't going to be playing any of your games. You go against one of these chicks, they annihilate you on the market. And the men want her; they don't want you. And what do you see in Vancouver? You see a bunch of lonely white chicas, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's
Facts.
what we saw. That's all over Asia. Bunch of
Facts,
lonely
bro.
white chicas.
Bro, it,
Yep.
it, it, it honestly shocks me because all my life, obviously, white women have been the standard of beauty, from the 90s, 80s, early 2000s to now. But seeing that, them being mad at Asian women for being the top dog there
Mm-hmm.
really made me put things in perspective. I spoke to a black man on the Patreon and he told me that whenever he smashes white chicks, they don't have anything good to say about Asian women. Or why
Yep.
do you like them? What's so special about them? I'm like, whoa, is it that bad now? Are they starting to
Yeah.
feel the pressure? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if I like, because my girl right now is Ukrainian, but I mean, if there's a high population of Asian women, and if I can forget what happened to me before, oh, it's game over. It's instantaneous change in Asian. They're top notch. I mean, the women are great. And what you said exactly correct. They're high value, like basically alpha chicas who are humble about it.
Mm.
And
Yep.
they're like, "Hey, come on over. I'll cook you some food." And they cook you stuff that you've never eaten before, and it tastes wonderful. Like it's great. And then you'll quickly understand that the Asian food that you have in the UK and the US and Canada, most of it's commercialized, and it's nothing that the way that they actually eat Asian food in the Asian household. And that's when you get the real addiction. That's why I would say like Barry Tony Berry would say the same thing. That's it. That's the addiction. They got you at that point. The food is amazing, and then the conversation while eating the food, and then the way that they do certain things while eating, and then afterwards the way they talk. It's like hook, lock, and sinker. The girls win, and they're not even trying. That's it. They'll go after it. So they're fantastic, and Thai women are like that. And then again, you got some slim thicks. That's right. You can in a bigger concentration of Asian people together, you can actually get that. You're probably not going to get that with Japanese so much, but all Asians together, yeah, you get some slim thicks. Some women are gonna look great. You saw what a dark Asian looks like.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that
saw.
that bro, that my
Yeah,
heart was melting, bro. It's like this really exists. Is this some video game? I ain't never seen a
yeah.
chick like this before. Damn.
Dark Asian did severe damage to me when I was in Japan. Um, those were the only ones that I lost my frame on. I was like, I don't know how to deal with you. Like it's too much. The kissing her, the touching her, the hair, everything. It's just like I'm addicted. I'm in. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Uh, so you get some dark Thai like that, but also dark Malays like that. You get some Singaporean sometimes that might be some rather dark. Not always, but they have to have some like a blood mix. But yeah, it's definitely hot. I mean, it's hot, hot, hot. And then you get some um, I don't know, more modern Vietnamese have a better diet and then just hot. You're like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? And yeah, that's so again. Let's say that I decided to do Vancouver like for a summer, like say next summer I said, okay, so I'm gonna do Brazil, and I come back, be in Seattle, but then go to Vancouver real quick, right? Um, I would bring my A game. I would bring my best suits, my best shoes. I'd bring my BMW. I'd make sure everything was on point. My best furniture, sorry, my best luggage, best computers. I make sure everything is perfect, and then I would just go out. and just be normal, nerdy, little athletic, but intelligent.
Mm.
And they'll be like, "Oh, wow, you're so smart." And I would just do that in English, and then I would flip on Japanese and flip on a little Thai. That would be it. Gone. Used to be another one, another one, another one. Yep, got another one. Yep, got another one. It's simple.
Facts, Theo. Bro, I mean, like, and this is going to be a very controversial statement, but in 5, 10 years time, I feel like every high value guy, every guy that wants to take dating seriously will go after an Asian girl. So the competition to get them is going to be very, very fierce. You
Not
know?
really. No, because the only competition there is from other black men. That's the
Okay.
only that's the only competition I would even care about white guy. I know I can blow him out of the water. I'm very confident about that. If I really wanted the girl, yeah, it wouldn't be hard. I'm taller, more athletic, so
Okay.
I speak the language better than they do. The thing that I noticed about black men when I was in Japan, and of course all the travels, is that black men, particularly Africans, are good at language, and so if they actually study, um, they tend to pick the language up much more quickly, and then they also tend to be culture malleable. Which what I mean by that is they can flip in and out of culture real quick, and they can learn it, pick it up, and kind of put a little spin on it, and then go kind of deep into it and go out. So they can like move in and out of culture. So that'll make the girls feel really good, and they're like, "Wow, you respect my culture." Whereas a white guy, not necessarily. It's a little bit more of a power thing, but he can. Some of them can, but not all of them. So it's like 50-50, where the black guy can usually go all the way. And so, and that kind of with the language and the culture, I don't, and the height, man, I'm not even worrying. I'm just like, okay, I know I can get you. Pretty good.
Facts. Definitely, bro. Fact. I think definitely language will definitely help if you want to
Mm-hmm,
pull them from their culture. Hold on, Theo.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. Third time tonight, much appreciated, bro. I will say IP. I love Latinas, but a trip to Thailand is really tempting right now, bro. I'll give you something even better: a trip to Vancouver or Japan or even Korea. All right. I wasn't really into Korean chicks, but in
Mm.
Vancouver, Lord,
Well,
they're top notch. I think they
so
even I think they may be even better looking than Japanese chicks. I don't
I
know.
told you that Korean girls are the ones who broke my heart. They really broke my heart. They really did. I was like Korean girls. I was like, take it. Like I'm yours. Like please marry me. I will do everything possible. I will sacrifice my health, my soul, my mind, everything to get a kid out of you and have you be my wife. Like just to have like kimchi in the fire in the fridge and I'm like, we'll do it. We'll eat all your food. You could control the house. Get me married to one of you. And they were the ones I failed on, and I had to take that loss. Just like this, it's not going to happen. It wasn't just me taking the loss; it was all my friends. They were also trying to marry Koreans, so we're like, okay, well, what do we do? Okay, Japanese, so Japanese Filipinas, right? Well, like so you saw what good Korean girls are like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, wow,
Wow. I
wow,
was like, this is Korean. Is this real? And I'll tell you this, bro. Right.
yeah.
So I was speaking to a brother on the Patreon. He's currently living in Vancouver, right? It was like the biggest open secret here in Vancouver is that the Korean chicks, they love the brothers. And even Korean guys told me that, hey, bro, our girls love you guys. Our girls love you guys a lot. So even Korean guys know that Korean women love black men.
Mm-hmm,
Not only that, I spoke to a brother in Chipotle. I don't know how to
mm-hmm.
pronounce it. It's some
Chipotle.
Kenyan, some African dude, right? He's like, hey, how you doing, bro? How's life here in Vancouver? IP, they love us here, bro. They
Yeah,
love us here. I was like, what?
yeah,
Asian, Latina, but particularly Asian. I was like, it's game over. It's game over. Dang, it's crazy.
yeah, yeah. No, you're entirely correct. And they again, the way they treat you. It's like the one thing I like about the Korean girls is that they're highly intelligent, so they can actually flirt with you and intelligently tell you off, and at the same time, kind of use body language and say, "This is how you're supposed to touch me, and this is how you're supposed to treat me." And you're looking at them, and you're like, "You're as spicy as your food." You're like, she's like, "Yeah, like go for it." And so you date one of them, and it's like pure heaven. It is just like, what? Are you serious? Like, it's this good? And they're like, she's like, "Yeah, it's that good." It's there are, I'm just talking, Korean girls are cream of the crop. So if you go to Vancouver, look, I'm telling you guys, you got me thinking about it right now. If you go to Vancouver and you could actually pick up a Korean girl, and I'm not talking about, guys. I want you to listen, guys. This isn't like smash time. Having a Korean girl is like, it's like master achievement unlocked on your Xbox. You don't just like you don't get rid of that. No, you keep that achievement. I mean, that is you keep that on your profile. That is your profile forever. You don't get rid of that. It's like having a Korean girl who really wants you. You keep her. That's it. You're done. That is the best you will ever do. That not only status symbol, but how she treats you and how your kids will go look. You're done. That's it. You've won. You won the lottery.
Absolutely, bro. I admit I've slept on a Korean woman a bit too much, far too long. So anybody that's dealt with Korean women in the live stream chat, reach out to me and let's do an interview with you brothers, because me seeing how they dress, how they act, how they look, it was like, yo, like I've never seen this kind of woman before. This actually exists. Why am I still in the UK? I need to get out of here. I need to get these chicks and live a great life with them. I'm like, why am I still here? Oh,
so
my
the thing
goodness.
is that you saw them in like an autumn, right?
Yes.
You should see them in summer with summer dresses.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and they have summer dresses that aren't see-through, but they look see-through, but they're not see-through. But they show their body like really sexy way, but it's like 1950s. So they have a sexy silhouette, but they don't show anything. But believe me, your mind is racing, and they have like their hair kind of wilts a little bit. It kind of looks sexy and gleams a bit, and then they sweat just a little, not too much, but just a little, and they just look like going down the street. They look totally sexy, and again, when they talk, they're not pushovers, man. They're like, don't talk with you direct, but they're very intelligent. And so you're just like, wow, intelligent, feminine, sexy. You got everything, and like you're showing me that you're a sexy girl, but you're not being vulgar about it, and you're humble about all this stuff at the same time. Okay, where's the marriage? Where do I go to marry you? Like, I'm keeping this. This isn't your keeper. That's like they go straight to your head. I say, like, again, you see what it's like. If you can act, again, this is why it's actually good to be a black man. I never regretted being a black man, particularly in Asia. I loved it. So, if you can go there for a summer, because if I'm just saying for other guys who are listening, if you, again, Vancouver might be a good option because it's easy, especially for the Americans, just drive across. But for most of us, we can go there on a 90-day visa without like any interruption. Like, you can just go into Canada, basically. Most of us are Westerners. So you can work remote. They have all the infrastructure. They have the food. They have the culture. And then they have a lot of variety of women right there. Make sure your money is up. Make sure over 100,000.
It's expensive, yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you have suits and good shoes. Like,
yeah,
legit.
Good shoes, yeah, definitely good shoes. I know they look at your shoes quite a lot, so please, good shoes is very important. I think the biggest secret that I also got from is that a lot of Asian chicks really dig brothers, but I don't think brothers are showing them enough love. Therefore, they go after white men, or they feel like white guys are more open to them. I guarantee if more black men start showing Asian women love, you're going to see a whole bunch of Asian women coming over to the good side, the best side, the black side.
Okay, so let me go ahead and comment on that. So what you do? Okay, So first you have to be a man who actually goes there, and then you have to. The best is that you speak some language to some degree, but you have to have your act together. I mean, you have to have a suit. You have to have a business card. That's preferable. You have to actually show yourself as being a man of means, and you have to be somewhat. You have to have a career. So for a lot of black guys, if they have all that, they probably aren't making it outside the country or outside the city. Like women locally have pretty much taken the guy, right? Because that's a
Mhm.
rare black man. So in that case, Asian women, they don't get to see black guys like that. They see white guys like that, so they take the white guys. But internationally speaking, I'm just saying straight out,
Mhm.
internationally speaking, if women find out that you are black, you're not a pookie, you're actually successful, you're like an educated lame, what they say, and you're respectful, you're not trying to like use their body at all, you're just actually talking to them, you get date after date after date after date. Boom.
Facts.
It is so easy. Like again, I was in Brazil, same thing. It that's why I just say like you're like being in the West is hell. It is pure hell. It is hell.
Mhm.
I can't believe how bad it is. And I keep on talking to my matchmakers in Ukraine, and I'm like, the only reason why I'm single right now is because I'm in the United States. If I were in like Asia, I would have been married a long time ago.
Mm.
If I were in Ukraine, same thing. Brazil, so it wouldn't even be a question.
Facts, bro. And I'm not sure if you brother seen the video of me speaking Japanese that I
Hmm.
dropped in the last few days. You
Hmm.
know, when you speak their language, they open up and they're like,
Hmm.
"Oh, a black man speaking my language." The amount of times I was like, "Nihonjin desu ka? Oh, you speak Japanese? Hi, I speak Japanese a little bit." I was like, "What?" The woman started laughing, like, "What do you do?" There was some things that it wasn't even on camera. It's just me going out at night in the morning and saying, "Are you Japanese?" "Yeah, you speak Japanese," and the woman were getting wet. I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
wow."
yeah. So the one thing that I would do. Okay, so I heard you're Japanese. Your Japanese is actually rather decent. You just have you do vocabulary, but
Yes, yes.
you have your pronunciation is rather decent. You've got some skills there. So the one I would do is say "Uchujin desu ka? Uchujin, uchujin nano." So that would mess with them. So I like messing with them.
What does that mean?
I'm sure you're like, what the hell are you saying to you? I would say, are you an alien? So I would just start talking to them about aliens. And the reason I got this idea was I was in my first year Japanese class. One of my good Japanese friends of course, he had a Japanese girlfriend. And I heard talking in Japanese. And they had this conversation about which planet they were from. And I remember how he used it. And I was sitting there, I was like, what the heck? Like, this is so interesting way of speaking. But the Japanese girl, like, really lightened up and became really communicative when you talked about aliens. So I used it the entire time I was in Japan with tremendous success. I would just say, like, again, Mokuseijin desu ka? Kinsei? Suisei? So that means, like, are you from Jupiter? Are you Jupiterian? Are you a Martian? Are you a Saturnian? That's what it would be, Saturnian, something like that. It's easy to change the planets and say you're an alien from a different planet. And I did this all the time in Tokyo, and they just start laughing. The reason they would is that you're saying that you speak in Japanese, but you're not using nationality.
Mm.
You're not saying you're Japanese, I'm American, something like that. Like in your case, you're Japanese, I'm English. You're just saying like, hey, like I'm IP, and I think you're an alien. I'm an alien too. Let's talk, right? And, and then they start thinking like, whoa, like why do you say this? And then they just want to sit there and talk to you because you're talking about like astronomy to them in Japanese. They're like, wow, this is amazing. And then you don't even talk about nationality. You get to know their personality. Done. I got so many girls' phone numbers doing that way. Just
Damn.
simple. Boom, one after another after another. I didn't get ghosted at all. They always appeared. Easy, simple stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to Mr. LC for the £2 super chat. Thank you for the support, bro. I need a Ming Hee Jin. That's Korean. Yes, indeed. You get Lord willing. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Let me read a couple more super chats. Shout out to who else is in the building. I see you, Thomas. Give me a second, bro. Shout out to Mr. East Coast Kev for the $5 super chat. You sold me on Vancouver now. What part of the year is the best time to go, or does it matter? Summertime, easily summertime. Anytime
Summer.
from May to September is the best time to go to Vancouver. Please don't come in the winter. It's freezing. Okay, that's why I got out of there ASAP. Okay, awesome. Shout out to Mr. Mayhem 1994. Thank you, bro, for the $10 super chat. There's barely Asians here. Whenever I see them, which is rare, they're together or they're with frat boys. That's why, bro, you gotta get out of America and go to the source. Okay, don't deal with Americanized Asian women. Okay, they're as horrible as Americanized black and white women and Latinas. All right, so shout out to Mr. Mayhem 1994 again for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. I'm from South Carolina. There's barely Asians here. In the South, they're all in New York and LA, bro. I'm interested in Vancouver, Canada. I've never traveled. I don't even have a passport yet. So please, brother, tomorrow morning or on Monday, application, go to the post office or what you call in America, get your paperwork and send it up to customs or Homeland Security and get your passport from there. Okay, please, bro, do that ASAP. Okay, please.
Hold on. Let me comment on this one real quick. So Mayhem, you're an American citizen. Looks like you're in South Carolina. You don't need your passport to go to Canada or Mexico. You just need your driver's license. They'll let you over. We have a really good relationship with those two countries. So you can just go over. But I would say go get your passport, of course. I mean, if you're on this channel, you need to get that passport anyway. So just go do it. Another thing that I can always tell is how rich or how good the Asian community is by their food locally. And so I'm here in the South as well. I'm in Texas, and I'm like, it's horrible. So there's not that many Asians here at all. I'm not that happy with it. But I go to California, Vancouver, Seattle, wonderful food. It's authentic. It's like the real deal. So you go over there, you get plenty of Asians. I mean, there are like waves of them all over the place. So you'll have no problem.
Fantastic. Thank you, Theo. And shout out to Mayhem 1994. I've not seen your face here before, so welcome to the channel, Mayhem. Much love to you, brother, and appreciate you for the support. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Donovan Jr. for the $5 super chat. Hey, IP, salute to you. Salute to you too, bro, and Theo. Quick question. Do you have to take the vaccine to go to Vancouver? Nope, you don't need to, bro. They removed it in the beginning of October. So no vaccine needed, no jabs needed. You can go right now to Vancouver without any vaccine, bro. So you should be good, brother. Okay.
I'm just having my fun. No, I'm just having my fun with the jab. That's all. I was having some. I got the jab, so yeah, I can go across. You shouldn't have an issue. That other countries, yes, but that Canada, no.
Yeah, Canada, no. They removed it in October. Thank you, Mr. Donovan. Shout out to Mr. Balau Jalal for the flames and the fist bump. Thank you, bro. I'm a fist bump you back as well. Thank you, bro. Nice dap. Shout out to Theo too. Shout out to Mr. Rich Spirit for the $9.99 super chat. I see that Kendrick Lamar reference, bro. Theo with the secret sauce. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Theo, and thank you very much, Rich Spirit. Much appreciated, bro. Thomas, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you are Thomas? I'm not some pimple-faced, pale skin troll.
We're having fun tonight. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm glad you got this thing done with Vancouver. I saw those videos, and I was sitting there. I was like, like maybe you actually kind of saw it. So I was kind of just waiting, and then you started making this podcast, and I was like, oh yeah, you definitely know what's going on, and you see what Asian is like, and then, I mean, to be separated again, I did a total of 16 years, and so when I got separated from Asians, I felt like my soul was gone. It was just so hard, and so it's still the question. I have to answer this. Like, which one do I go? The thing is that if I'm in a room of Japanese and Thai, for any length of time, that's it. It's game over. I'll go right over to him.
Damn, yes, indeed, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thomas. You're confirmed. Shout out to Mr. John G for the $50 super chat. Thank you, John G, for the hefty donation. It means a lot to me and the channel. Thank you for verifying my hard work. It means a lot to me. Almost 10 years doing this, so every donation counts. And when I see $50, that means a lot to me, bro. Wow, Theo, IP, I have been convinced. I've been convinced to have a sustainable income in its six figures, to have a digital nomad lifestyle, to live overseas abroad. Not that 2-week vacation or a month holiday. To live as a digital globetrotter is the goal. Yes, indeed. IT is the way forward. Ain't that right for your IT?
Yes, and guys, this is the thing I really tell you about. You need to be able to do sustained period of time, a minimum of 2 months. We want to do as much longer than that, and you need to be able to have a plan so that you can stay there extended if necessary. You really need to be thinking about this. I see guys going over there like for like another country for like a week or so, and I keep on telling them, I say, you're not really going that far, and you're basically jet lagged the first week anyway. So we look at IP here. He was there for a little bit longer than a week. I mean, it was definitely over a week. You see how the content is? He got way more content. He was able to talk more. He was able to do more. Well, the longer you're there, the easier it is for you to get access. And I just really recommend, guys, go there for an extended period of time. Think about a game plan about what you can do so you can go there for a while. I mean, right now I'm thinking like, again, this is kind of influencing me. I'm like, okay, so if I do Brazil, Rio, and I come back in the middle of June, what does it take to do 3 months in Vancouver? Because I can do that. Well, again, if you have the game plan ready, you can make those kinds of decisions. You can actually do something. So you want to go there for a long trip. You just don't want to go. I see good guys going there for like a few days and stuff, and they're talking about they don't speak the language, and they're saying like women across the world are the same. Well, of course, because you didn't meet anybody. You didn't meet anybody. Who are you going to talk to? So go there for a long period of time. Then you'd be like, yeah, these people are different.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Theo. Thank you very much, John G. Appreciate you, bro. Wow, look at this again. Mr. Unkimmy Goodbar for the $50 Canadian super chat. Thank you, Unkimmy Goodbar. Legend. Legend. We had a great time in Vancouver together, so I appreciate you, Unkimmy, for the hefty donation. I'll hopefully see you again in the future, bro. Shout out to IP and legendary Theo Waff. Bros, I will call in, but I'm going to a birthday party. I'm meeting a Vietnamese lady. I'll hit you later. Man, this brother, right, is the king of Vancouver. You know.
Oh boy, connection died. Can you guys hear us? Can you hear me or IP? That's weird. Okay, looks like IP dropped for a second. I'll keep on talking. But yeah, guys. Okay, there's okay. So I'm here. Yeah, Vancouver is a place you definitely want to go to, and now that he has been there, you can see with his own eyes. I never really thought of it because I'm much more hardcore. I'm like, just go to Asia, like really just get on the airplane and go. That's the way I like to do it. But Vancouver does have like it's like a buffet, but it's a really good buffet. And okay. I mean, if you haven't gone abroad like before, maybe that would be a good introduction because you get to have English, so you don't have to have all the language requirements. It's a little easier for the Americans, like Washington, Seattle isn't that far away. You can go across the border real quick if you need to. So it's not that bad of a choice, and I would definitely suggest it. But I would just again, Toronto's also good. But the way I do it is, of course, I usually just choose one country and go all in. Um,
All right.
hey, IP.
Sorry, brothers.
No problem.
Got some AOL internet issues over here. Need to change my dial-up to the modern internet fiber. Much sorry about that, brothers.
Are
So
you
now I was
using
saying,
pigeons? Are you using pigeons?
if I was, I wouldn't be on the internet.
Are you using not Python but Pigeonathon? Right, right. Okay, anyway, I'm just having fun. So,
So, finish your
hold
point,
on.
bro.
Guys, if you've got questions, super chat them in. I can't answer them, but I'm. You have good guys. The chat. You have good questions. Just super chat them in. I'll answer them.
Cash
So
App, super chat those questions in. What was that?
But I'm just saying. I was just saying that I never really thought about like recommending Vancouver, and I again my way of doing it is go all in. Just like put myself into the middle of the country and say survive, and I usually do well that way. But Vancouver has all the international that you would want, with especially with Asia. Plus, it has English, and then it has rule of law with Canada. So it's kind of an easier place to deal with. So I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, if you're going to be here in the States, I mean, if you want something easier to do, okay, maybe consider that. But just the way I do it is usually okay, just go to Tokyo, right? Go to Bangkok, and that's it. Just go all in. But maybe again, Tony Berry and some of the other guys were telling me to go to Vancouver last summer. I didn't do it, but they were really saying I should do it, and now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should do it in June.
Awesome. So thank you, Theo. So Uncommit Goodbar, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you, bro. Legend, the King of Vancouver, I appreciate you for the hefty donation. We had a great time, and this is a good brother. So thank you, bro. And looking forward to bringing you on the channel later down the line for us to speak about adventures in Vancouver. Thank you, bro. So if you have any questions, please cash up and super chat your questions. So we got Mr. Thomas Demihin in the building. What's up, Thomas?
What's up,
Thomas, yay!
How you doing, Thomas?
Good, bro. How you doing, brother? Theo?
I'm doing good. I like this is a good stream. I like it. I just IP sees it. He's seen it. He's seen Asian women absolutely annihilate white chicas.
Oh man.
And see feminism die. And when you see it, you're like, ha ha! I know it with you now. Don't even try that crap. Like, what are you talking about, white chica? I can get an Asian chica.
If I'm being honest with you, brothers, right? I feel like the attraction for white women is due to the media hype they get. Right? Yes. In real life, when you go to certain countries, white women won't even be on your list anymore. Okay, right now it's only Asian women and Latinas. White women are not even on my list anymore because I've seen how Asian women move. I know how Latina women move and look. I'm like, I really can't go back to a white chick anymore. I don't know if you disagree with me, Theo or Thomas, but
it's the personality. It's the personality. So if you get, again, like let's talk about German, right, or Polish. If you get one of those, but they don't care about feminism and they're just down to earth, then of course being with one is amazing. And they can, like, their hips are a bit stronger. So yeah, I mean, it's all about personality. Whereas if you're talking like, again, like Western, like UK, American white chica, you're looking at them like, your body is great, but your personality destroys all of it. What do I do with you? I mean, even if you offer it for free, it's not worth it because of your personality and feminism. So I'm not going to do anything with you. Right?
Facts. And also to add as well, from Hyper Walker, talking about black women, I saw black women there in Vancouver. They're not even in competition because they're not even in competition. No, I'll be real with you, brothers, right? I also interviewed a brother, right? He's like, black woman. Whenever he talks to a black woman, he goes nowhere because she always asking him, I know that other ladies are looking at you, the Asian girls, the Latinas. Where do I fit in? Because I don't want to waste my time. They're not even in competition, but as a black woman. So I don't even know why they're in Vancouver.
Oh,
If they're
God.
there for a guy, they should go somewhere else. They're not in
Oh,
competition.
man. The thing is, Friday, I was in the gym working out. I was a bit distracted, brothers, because in my gym there's a lot of Asian women, and oh my goodness, these chicks are fit, bro. Oh man, they are fit. Like when I mean like they like the thing is with Asian women, you know her body type, yeah. They got good front, good back. Like I'm like I was on the treadmill, I look like what the fuck? And oh gosh. Like yes, bro, it's pure gym. Yes, brother. Yeah, so I was but their bodies are on point, man. Their bodies are on point. I don't like the thing with white women, yeah, it depends on the woman. But I know with black women, bro, they have no chance.
I mean, I obviously I'm so attracted to black women. They're obviously up there. But if they're looking for a guy in Vancouver, I strongly suggest they don't go to Vancouver because they can't compete amongst the Asian chicks and the Latinas there. And the average black guy there isn't looking for a black girl in Vancouver, so I don't know why they're there unless it's for work.
Yeah, I mean, let me comment on that. It's the same thing in Japan. So the black women there, they weren't even recognized for existing. That's just how bad it was. And like they didn't even have access to say hello to a black man because the Japanese women were all over the black guys to such a degree it just wouldn't have eyesight. It just wouldn't happen. And I always saw them really quiet. That's how they were. They were quiet and isolated all the time. And I was like, yeah, that's because of how you treat people. And this is what you deserve. Because if you act out, like we all know how they act out in the Western world. If they do that in Japan, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And they can't. They're not going to act the way Japanese women do. So it's the same thing in Vancouver. You got a bunch of Asian women who are like, "Oh, that's how you treat your guy? Okay, I'll treat him better and take him right straight from you." And that's how they do it. It's come. It's simple. They're like, I'll make noodles for this guy. Making noodles is simple, like a basic skill. I'll make some noodles, put a little bit of meat, put some pate in there, and just put something kind of like different. Nothing too big, like something she make for a kid, right? And she gave it to the black Western man. He's gone. He's in love. He's never had anything like that before. And she's like, okay, I can just up it a little bit. That's it. Gone. That's it. The black woman disappears from the mind of the black man. And suddenly he's happy. He's really happy. He's like, happy.
the thing is, Theo, the thing is, yeah, the comments I've gotten from black women and white women, they say, you just like easy Asian. And I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
See, okay, this is my thing. Like, they're being insulting. I'm like, okay, you think they're easy? Why don't you, particularly for Japan, South Korea, and China, why don't you go to their country? You'll see what's up. And what you're going to see real quick, because you guys haven't been there yet, you're going to see Japanese women who are richer than the white feminist immediately. They are very well to do. And they have a total social backup. Like the community is totally with them. They don't need welfare or anything like that. There's no baby mamas around. If they get married, they have total protection from their husbands and it's total stability. It makes her look like trash. And if anything, it would be the Asian, the Japanese, South Korean, and Chinese saying, "Oh, look at the poor white girl." because that's how well they're doing right now. I'm serious. Like if you want
Yes.
someone who doesn't have any money, go with the poor white Western girl who's a feminist because she doesn't get any play. Well, this is white girls saying that, white Western women saying that in their countries because they're jealous, they can't compete, and they don't know what's actually in Asia. Japanese women, they will go toe to toe with a white Western feminist. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll do like anime and blow you away."
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's fact. And let me also add this as well. Sorry, Thomas, is that I think that white dudes, they know how precious or how great Asian women are,
Mm-hmm.
and there's been some problems where they may try and stop a black man from getting one, or they might badmouth a black man to an Asian chick, or just try and be a nuisance or menace, when it comes to black men and Asian women dynamics. And I think that's why in the West, that Asian women and black men don't have a good relationship in the West, because
Yeah.
I think the white men are responsible for the propaganda,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that I saw quite often in the West, and even in Vancouver, they'll look, especially when it's a black man speaking with an Asian chick or he's with her, because they feel entitled to Asian girls, that they own them. Like, I own these women, you can't have them. No, bro. No, we want that Asian honey too. What you mean, bro? We want that Asian honey too. And a lot of white dudes hate. A lot of them hate on brothers when they want Asian chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Hate. I remember when I
I
was in in a different city in UK some time ago. I went on a date with an Asian chick, and the amount of looks I got from white guys, just me walking with an Asian chick, I was like, "What the flip? They're weird, bro. They're weird." Go on, Phil.
bro. Well, hold
Sorry,
on,
Thomas,
Theo.
go
Hold
ahead.
on, Theo.
go on, Thomas.
Bro. Like, when I was working IP and Theo, when I was scrolling through the comments of the Japanese woman that you interviewed while she in Vancouver, yeah, bruv, I saw one comment. It just made me laugh. It just showcased how insecure these white boys are, bro. Do you know what this guy said? Oh, this Japanese woman, she don't like you. They don't, she like they belong to us. And I'm like, we myself, what feel myself and so many brothers, we roasted the hell out of this white boy. I took my time with this white boy.
Oh, let me comment on that real quick. Any white guy who thinks this way just needs to go to Asia and wake up, because we usually operate in tandem with white boys in Asia. So we're pretty much like, there's so many targets. We're like, hey, just tell me what your target is and I won't interfere. That's it. That's just pretty much like the unspoken rule. Because why? Because there's so many women. Well, why would we go after the same woman? That would make no sense. So if they're thinking that way, like in London or in the UK or even in Vancouver, particularly UK, that means that guy doesn't have the abundance mindset and he's not going to Asia. I would never fight over an Asian woman.
Yeah,
It just
me
wouldn't.
neither.
It makes no sense because it's just go get another one. There's literally no. You should go to Shibuya. You guys got to go to Shibuya. When you go to Shibuya, you'll be converted right then and there. Go to Shibuya in the summer. That's it.
But Theo, you know what I want as much as I love Asian women.
Blazing.
I'm gonna hammer this on you, Theo. You know what I want.
Blazing.
You know what I want. I
Blazing.
I saw that video you posted on Facebook when you mentioned my name. I saw it.
Blazing. I know what you want. You want one of those. You want one of those from the video, right?
Yeah, you know that shit. That was Miss Japan. Miss Japan 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want that because that's the best of both worlds.
They're there, and they're definitely. It's more likely you can find one of those in Vancouver, to be honest.
What?
Yeah, because it's not as many people, so it's easier to shift through and actually get like kind of fine tune yourself in. But the thing, again, you could try to do it in Japan. I mean, they're hard to meet. I would just go for Japanese Brazilian because there'd be more numbers there. I don't know. Because I know it's a little bit more rare. And then what you saw. Okay, let's look at IP's video. He's on the street. He's talking to Japanese girls, right? And there's more and more.
Mm.
Imagine tens of thousands of them every morning like that
Oh man.
at your station, and then you've got another station, and you've got another station, another tens of thousands. You don't have enough time to think about ablation. You're like, I'm overwhelmed. Okay, I capitulate. I give up. I've been nuked by beauty. Oh my god. I gotta have one of you. That's it. Dude, that's it. That's gone. You don't have. That's it. It's done.
Oh man.
Fantastic.
Wait,
Hold on,
wait.
Theo. Oh,
Wait,
go on, Thomas.
I have one question for you.
Mhm.
So, welcome back to Team Asia. It seems the Latina heat has finally been extinguished.
So I'm gonna say that I'm 51% Team Asia, 49% Team Latino. After seeing what I saw in Vancouver, that flipped the whole scene for me. I'm like, man, if this is what I'm seeing in Vancouver, wait till I go to Japan and South Korea and all these other Asian countries and just see the best looking woman in their homeland. I probably won't come back. I'm gonna tell my parents, I'm sorry, I love y'all, but I'm gonna stay here, and I'll see you in 10 years' time.
I'll say this with South Korea: if you go out with one of those girls and you just sit and have like a normal meal with one, bibimbap is one of the example. It's a very basic Korean meal, and you just sit there and talk with her, and she talks with you as she normally is. It'll be very hard for you to leave the airport.
Oh man.
She'll get you. That's it. You'll be crying at some point. You'll be like, "What have I? What? Why can't I have one?" And there are
Really?
millions of them out there. Yeah, Korean women are like unbelievable. They're just, oh my, boom. That's it. I mean, they're good women, straight up.
I got questions now.
Before you do so, Thomas, when we read the super chat, I got to bring in opportunities in the background. Shout out to Mr. John G for the $10 super chat. No baby mama. BW don't understand. I don't have to be a kin-up man. Ha ha ha. No, you don't, bro.
No,
Nope.
no. Let me answer this real quick. In Japan, less than 2% of all mothers are single mothers. So when I came back to America, I was actually studying this. I was like, how could they have so many single mothers? What's wrong with these people? And I just kept on studying it. I mean, for me, it was like an academic pursuit. I just didn't understand how the West could do this. It's obviously like a societal failure, right? And so not only that, in Japan, less than 2% of all mothers are single mothers, and that small percentage, the government tries to get them into companies where they can be with like engineers who will wipe them up. That's what the purpose. So they give tax breaks for the companies to hire them so that they can get married. Like you couldn't do that in the United States. What is it, like 33% of all mothers are single mothers? Are you kidding me? Oh man, no man, no. No, man, no.
I'm gonna pass on that, bro.
No, man, no. Oh
Oh man. Shout out to Mr. John G again for the $5 super chat. Thank you for the support throughout tonight, bro. You and me, IP. You might have to send an extraction team for us.
Lol.
Bro, if I'm in Asia, they're gonna have to send the CIA, KGB, Mossad, the Navy Ops, the Royal Army to get me out of there back to the UK, because I ain't coming back, bro.
No, see, the thing is that if they send all those guys out there, those guys won't come back either. So they're gone. They're just giving more money. So the Asian just like, it's like the Blob. They just took more men, and they're happily married. So they wonder what they do. So then they would send like, okay, feminist CIA, feminist Mossad, right? And then they would go there, and then they would be ignored by the society. So they would just die of sadness. So you're totally protected, man. You're good. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's you're fine, man.
Thank you. So let me bring in Mr. Obstacles to Opportunity. It's been a minute. How you doing, bro? Long time, brother. How you keeping?
Come on, man. I'm out here in Thailand. I can't complain.
Awesome, bro.
Bro,
Awesome.
cool.
Great, great,
Give us some data, man. It's good to hear you, sir.
great to have you back, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. It's good to see you still doing your thing, man. Appreciate what
Hey,
you're doing.
thank you, bro. And lovely seeing you there in Thailand. I won't announce it, but you can announce why you're in Thailand. And it's good to maybe for brothers to get encouraged, to work hard to be in your position, bro, in the future.
You said you want me to talk about it?
Yes, yes. Why you're in Thailand in the first place?
Of course, man. You guys know psych. So I'm in Thailand, man, just because I decided to take back my life, man. So I mean, in Thailand, the people are just very respectful. I mean, from a daily life, they're Buddhist out here, and it really shows in the daily interactions. Kind of they have this tradition of bending and saying "Swati Kop," and they're very respectful, and it shows in the daily interactions from men and women. And so the food is good. The cost of living is low. I mean, I have a great 1 bedroom bathroom. I have a sauna. I have a pool. I have also a gym, and I pay about $200 a month for it. And so it's very cheap to live here in Thailand. As my food budget is very low, also, and it's safe here in Thailand. Also, I tend to live close by the water. I don't like the big city like Bangkok, but I am close to it, so I can go back. But it's mostly just the food, people. Of course, you already know as you speak about this on the channel, the women are very respectful. It's entirely different about their customs, their interactions between male and women, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it, man. And of course, this is the place to be. It has a good visa process, so it was easy for me to just buy a visa. I bought the Thai Elite visa, which was about 600,000 baht when I bought it for about 5 years. So I'm able to stay in the country continuously for all those 5 years if I want to. And it comes with VIP services, allows me to open up a bank account and do other things, and convert my driver's license because I'm not retired at, well, quote unquote, the age of old retirement, which is like 50 plus. I'm only 35, and I was 34 when I initially retired. So
Wow.
I decided to buy that.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations for his successful retirement. Lovely seeing brothers doing well for themselves, traveling and retiring early. That's amazing. So all the best to you there in Thailand.
Thanks, man.
Obstacles opportunity. I'm super happy for you, and I'm sure we all are. And hopefully everything goes well for you in Thailand, bro. Fantastic. Hold on, bro. Shout out to Mr. M6205 for the $499 super chat. I'm 20 year old. Thank you, bro. I'm 20 years old. I'm not sure where to go to in life. What should I do to get my bread up? I want to leave the matrix and get a Korean wife. Get into IT, bro. Get into IT as soon as possible. So I would say, bro, reach out to me on the Patreon for a one-to-one IT consultation. What you can be doing at 20. If you can get your certs within the next 6 months at 21, 20, by 30, you're going to be a millionaire, bro. Or you're going to be a field stage balling. Okay, so reach out to me on the Patreon, bro, M6205, Patreon Diamond tier, and let's get you set up on the IT journey. Okay, thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Awesome. So how are the ladies there specifically, obstacles? I mean, you said they're respectful. How are they treating you as a black man? Are they truly what people say they are? Just everything a man wants in a woman?
Yeah, I mean, you can find that. Definitely have to move away from metropolitans a little bit because you know how those tend to be, but you can still find it in metropolitan. I would say most guys, what they don't do is when they come out here, is they don't go out in the daytime. You understand? They only go out in the nighttime. They only go in specific areas. So those women in those rotations are slightly of a different lifestyle. But if you're going to the mall, if you're going out into just, different types of outlets, I mean, man, you're going to see product that you just don't see during the nighttime. And you're going to see them, of course, how they dress and how they interact and how they go about their daily lives. It's definitely amazing. It's definitely something that I haven't had to deal with when it comes to like attitude, disrespect, craziness. They're very humble. I do have a friend. He's kind of elite, so he's like upper class of Thai people, and I do go to like where he actually hangs out, which is called like Tonglo, whereas the more upper elite Thais hang out, and he has amazing women with him all the time, and of course his girlfriend is very humble. She, when we're around, she doesn't like speak and take up the conversation and be like, oh, let me joke with y'all, let me shoot the stuff, let me drink and pop a beer, like, oh homie, like one of the homies and stuff.
Oh
Like,
man.
bro, it's crazy. I remember I was back in the States and one of my homies, his girl was talking, and I was like, I was in Asia for a long time, and then I was like, yo, why is your girl talking? And he's like, yo, Bird, chill. This is not overseas anymore. You can't say that. And I'm like, nah, bro. We talking, we shooting the stuff like men, and jumping in the conversation, trying to pop a beer, and then like act like one of the boys, and it's just ridiculous. But here, and people have a level of decorum. People have a level of respect, and of course, they seek to do that. Dress conservative, depending on what part of town you're in. But you can get it all, man. You can get to junior college. You can be down there at the scene with the young ones, like around 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And they're all available, man. Guys run around having fun. I like, yo, bro. I see guys running around here, man, looking like kids. I mean, looking like little kids, and they about 50 to 60 years old, just living their best lives with smiles on their faces. And what it is most people will try to, especially the Western women, they'll try to put, build this perspective that they're dirty, nasty old men. But what it really is that these guys, man, I hear their stories. I talk to them, and on average, they done stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had families. Their wife died or divorced them, and they're just here looking for somebody to be nice to them. And the women are nice to them. They're respectful here, and half of these guys are taking care of the girls and their families, and they have an agreement between both of them. But they're content. They're living a good life. They enjoy the best of their life, and these guys are living their best life on a Harley Davidson with a goddamn girl about 25 years old on the back of his bike, and he's 50. So, I mean, and nobody's judging. Everybody's just living their life and enjoying themselves. So I really respect that type of atmosphere. And if you want to come out here and do that, then it's welcomed. Nobody's gonna, perceive you. Just a little bit European girls here and there that are judging, like, I feel sorry for that girl. But ain't nobody care about them. They be like the small minority, and they be looking busted, and nobody really care. At the end of the day, it's the Disneyland for men. I'm telling you.
Oh wow, fantastic, bro. Let me ask this, right? In terms of femininity and submissiveness, can we get that from a Thai chick in Thailand? Because that's very important to me, bro. I already deal with these masculine, horrible, loudmouth women in the West. I don't want to deal with that when I go abroad in Thailand. Can we get that type of woman there, bro?
Yeah, you can get it. It won't be as grotesque. I mean, they have their ways, of course. Like, bro, if they get you on lock, they'll be like jealous. I would say that. They're definitely like very jealous, but it's different for them, Like, women might be jealous of some nonsense in America, but they'll be like a little bit jealous here because you are their creme de la creme, right? Like, you're the security, so that exists here. You know what I'm saying? Like, versus in America there or wherever, they're like, oh, I don't need you. I don't need you. They kind of have a mentality that they would need you. And when they care about you, they do care a lot. And so that's a thing. But once again, as you can see other people that show content online, they show that, yes, you can have that. The femininity is there. And oh, man, I'm not going to lie to you. One of this girl, she used to be like, can I tell you something? And I'm like, what? She's like, I miss you. And then it's like, you don't get that like feminine energy coming from, you know what I'm saying? The ones we know from where we ever reside. So it's just the way they talk and how they talk to you and engage in you. Yes, you get that 100%, man. And then you're looking at it like, all right, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have that. Because you're like, oh, that feels good, man. Like somebody knows how to use the feminine energy and maximize it out for gains. And it's really cool instead of the masculine, but looking like a girl. Like, what are you doing? So,
fantastic.
Yes, you could get it.
Thank you, bro. Let's get you on the channel again. Obstacles has been a minute, and obviously things have changed. So can we get that set up in the future, bro? Get you on the channel, speak about your new life in Thailand, how you did that, How does that sound, bro?
Heck yeah. I want everybody to live this lifestyle, man. I want everybody to get free about the matrix and then, go ahead and live their best life wherever they want to. Also, yeah, look, brother, we got to do one for Africa too, man, like Ethiopia or something like that, because I got the scoop, man. I'm going to blow your mind on that one, bro.
Okay, then definitely, bro. So I'll reach out to you and in the coming days and we'll get that set up, bro. Thank you very much. Mr. North Math, Dev, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you are a brother? I'm not a pimple face, pale dude trying to troll us. That'd be great, bro. No, but I didn't see you. Can you? Yo, is that a female? Move the camera down. What? Where you from? Put in a private chat. Are you a sister or? I mean, where you from? What the? North Math Step. Nope. You look like a troll, so it ain't happening. Let me see. I'm not a woman. No, that's a troll right there. Sorry, ain't happening. Okay, goodbye. I ain't taking no risks. All right, so shout out to Mr. Borders of Traveling the World for the $4.99 super chat. Got my certifications and can work anywhere in the world. So listen to international passport. Yes, indeed, man. Theo's got his certs. Thomas got his certs.
What
Brothers
certs
got their
you got?
certs.
So what certs?
So-
Type your certs out in the chat and make sure you have the right certs. All right.
A special announcement: if you have CompTIA Borders, don't put in because Theo's gonna go crazy. Okay.
Tell me where you live, and then if you have CompTIA, notice that I have precision missiles firing at you. If you want to live in another country for an extended period of time, and you do it on CompTIA, forget it. You do not have job security. So you just what's the guy saying? He's saying CompTIA security plus. Nah, man, you don't have the cert to go abroad. You actually need to get a Python cert. You actually need to get a cert in AWS. You need a real cert. You don't have the cash flow and you don't have the job security to actually go abroad. Sorry, bro. Don't be saying we're just saying that to protect you because you're going to go abroad. They're going to get rid of you.
Thank you, Borders, for the support. Much appreciated, bro. What was that, Thomas?
The thing is, as we're talking right now, I'm on my final assessment for Google Analytics. So wish me luck. Yeah. Throughout this week, I've just been smashing Google Analytics. So tomorrow I'm going to do the final assessment. So hopefully I gain my first cert in Google Analytics. After that, I'll go straight into the advanced Google Analytics course.
Damn. Good for you.
Yeah.
You're making some money.
Yeah, Theo, Thomas has been on a rampage this year. He's motivating me. So I'm trying to get some studying in, a lot of studying before the end of the year to get me set up for next year. So we good, man. So good to see intelligent brothers in this space. This is wonderful. So lovely seeing that, man. Awesome.
After I deal with Google Analytics, I'm going to carry on with my AWS SAA because I really want to get that.
Yeah, come back in. I'm having to do for Cisco, having to go into DevNet. So I'm going for all the certifications there, and then going to redo CCNP on there. But I'm going to focus on SD-WAN, so advanced networking for data center to the cloud. So I have to go redo that, and then I have to do Python again. So that's going to be my entire winter. Really going to be exciting.
Yeah. So on that note, I find that when studying during winter is the best way to study because when it's during summertime, it's very hot and you want to go outside and meet women and have a great time. When it's cold and dark, this is the best time to get your skills up. That's my opinion. That's why when it's from now to February, March, I'm studying every day, brothers. Forget about Western women. I haven't smashed a Western chick in 2 years now. So just stay focused and get these certs and spend this winter from now to February and March just studying every day. Get a cert, get your skills up, and you'll be good. Is that Red Hat, bro?
This is DevNet, Cisco DevNet.
Ooh.
Cisco DevNet, is that the CCNP version?
No, it's a different one. So it focuses on the entire CI/CD pipeline, REST APIs, and then Python. So
I
you
see.
have to script Python for this cert. This is why I wanted it, because it I've been lately on the interviews, I've been kind of lacking on being able to answer Python questions quickly. So if I go through this one real quick, it'll take me about a week or two. Then I can get back up to speed. But I'm getting ready for the big hiring season in March.
Okay, awesome. Is that in America? I'm guessing that's okay. Hold on. Pursuit of better. Don't come back again because you're a troll. So just leave the channel. Just don't come back again. Okay. Don't waste your time. I'm gonna block you every time. Okay. Don't come back again. Leave. Don't know why you're using a second account. Don't come back. If you're a troll and I blocked you off the panel and on the chat, that's a message to not come back again. You're expelled. Go away. Okay. Fantastic. So brothers, feel free to call in if you're not a troll and you want to ask anyone questions about the Asian women in Vancouver. They're wonderful. They're fantastic. So feel free to do that. If you can't call in, please cash up and super chat your questions. Okay. It is a beautiful morning over here in Europe. I can stay on for another hour. Okay. I don't feel tired. I'm pumped up like Black Eyed Peas. I'm pumped up louder, pumped up louder. So let's do it now, brothers. Okay.
Brother, let me say one thing about these trolls, man. Because I have been smashing your videos while studying. But let me just say it to all these trolls, man. Yeah, listen, trolls. You're insecure. You're pathetic. All of you are clowns. Because I had to be doing a lot of cleanup on your videos, man. These trolls, I don't know where they're coming from, but they're a lot of haters to the passport movement. And I told these trolls to just kick rocks. I don't know where they're coming from, bro, but I'm gonna be very active to just clean the house, because the passport movement is only gonna be growing stronger. We're gonna grow larger, and no one's gonna stop us.
Thanks. Spoken by the great Mr. Thomas Demihan. Shout out to Mr. Chad the Great for the $199 super chat. Thank you both for the support. Shout out to Theo for doing God's work. Yes, indeed. Jesus is black. Yes, Jesus is indeed black. It's a fact in the Bible, and it's a fact spiritually. And what we see, he's a black man. Okay, so if you're mad, you're mad, and you can leave right now. And also, God is also black as well. God is a black man. So if Jesus is black, that means God must be black. That means black men are the chosen people. Okay. If you're mad, you can kick rocks. Okay. Awesome.
One of my students just told me that he's making over $200,000 a year based upon the class, and that was way more than what he was making last year at this time. And I actually just sat back and I was kind of happy. I was like, yeah, maybe Santa Claus is black. Yeah. He works a lot, works all the time, does it for free, and he's just happy to see other people being happy. He was like, Santa might be black. Yeah. So I definitely agree with you, IP, on this stuff. We're doing a lot of work here. We got a good pipeline, actually, to get guys through and actually get guys going to other countries. We're giving you the options and giving you the ability to have options to go abroad. It's just that the brothers, you got to execute. But when you execute, you see what IP did in Vancouver? Man, you guys could be doing this. You guys could be doing this in Germany. I'm saying it's right there. So, you get me excited. I have to think about how to do a system and actually go over for a long period of time. I've got dogs. But you guys don't have dogs. You guys don't have like housing or anything to deal with. You do like I did in my 20s and 30s. Just get on the airplane and go.
Facts. Absolute facts, Theo. What was I going to say? Actually, it'll come back to me later on. Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Bed Mike for the $20 super chat. Bed Mike, thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated, bro. Not seen your name here before, but if you're new, welcome. Much appreciated. I have many years data engineering experience. What certs would Theo recommend to work abroad? Okay.
Data engineering. What about you, Thomas? What would you think? Because if it's
data engineering, first thing I thought about was the AWS certified developer cert.
yeah, there is a data engineering cert for AWS.
Yeah, I would say Google Analytics as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Google Analytics. Start with AWS cloud, practitioner. Solution architect. Yeah, bro, just join a Patreon.
Yeah, definitely. I would say join the Patreon, join the group, because you would actually have to be able to do architecture normally in your cloud, and then you'd have to do the data engineering together. So that's a real specialist role. You need to come into Patreon. You need to come talk to us, and we'll fix you up.
Absolutely. Thank you both, Theo and Thomas. Much appreciated for that advice for Bed Mike. Shout out to Mr. John G for the $10 super chat. I am pumped up. Going to log out to study. Fantastic. That's what I love seeing, man. Studying, education is the only way forward. Reading and studying is the only way forward. That's what will change your life. Keep it pushing, brothers. See you, fellow. Wow, globetrotting. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, John G. Appreciate you, bro. You got anything else you want to say, Mr. Obstacles? You wanna touch upon or add anything, bro, to our discussion?
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. And so now I was definitely going to say this one thing because for me, most people ask me like, "Hey, man, you decided to retire early, and how did you go about it?" I used to be a high income earner also, so I used to work, counterintelligence and stuff of this nature, and so after that, I just was in the game for about 7 years after I got out the Marine Corps. I not only decided how to generate more money, but I decided what to do with my money when I got it. And I think a lot of people figure out how to get more money, but they don't figure out how to make their money work for them. They don't figure out any defensive strategies on how to reduce their tax obligations. So I would put that in there because especially if you're looking to do IT, what you end up becoming, what we call in our world is high net worth individual. So you end up making a good considerable amount, maybe even accredited investor once you put 200K for consecutive 2 years. So you got to figure out what to do with that money. Because what happens is a lot of guys I knew from my profession, they'll make money like ridiculous. 10 years, they've been making over 150K. And you're like, yo, what's your net worth? Or how much money do they have? And it'll be like literally like if they're lucky, they'll have 10,000 saved up. So they make money, but it goes somewhere, right? And so you have to make sure that you're just focused on that at the same time. And whether it's only 1 hour out of the week or a day that you're studying how to make your money work for you, then you're going to end up with an issue. You're going to be able to make money and generate money by trading in your time, but you're not going to be able to get that money off the bench, as I would say, and work for you. So, and you got to do that, and you got to be safe because there's a lot of people selling out a lot of things out here. They're telling you to invest in this and that and that and that. And the next thing you know, you end up looking like FTX. So what you really want to do, no disrespect, but what you end up doing is just, going down the wrong rabbit hole. So I usually just stick to, traditional forms of investing, whether it be real estate or the stock market and blue chips just for beginners or a managed portfolio. Now, it's not sexy. It's not cool. But it will get you into the place that you want to get, where you can just live in a place like Thailand, you can live in a place like Cambodia, and etc. for a relatively low cost, and end up, being with Ling Ling and getting your massage every day. If not, then what happens is you'll be actually running around asking for more work, asking for more earned income. So I want you brothers to also keep that in mind. And then that would be beneficial. But everything the other brothers are talking about is real life things that you can do. Get into IT, get into coding, do it, study, figure it out. Because if you want the Ling Lings and if you want to be overseas relaxing with the Ethiopian shorties, then you're just going to have to put in the work. But I'm telling you, it's well worth it. Every day I just wake up trying to figure out if I'm going to go to the sauna or the spa first. But either way, that's the only problems I deal with now. So other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? It's relatively good. It's not a bad issue to have. And listen to IP also. His brother's been preaching the same thing. Sign up to his Patreon, like his channel, support the message, because it's all about the people you have around you. And it looks like he keeps a good circle. Theo keeps coming and dropping the heat every time I'm not here. I still always see him in here dropping that heat on y'all back and telling y'all what to do or where to go, starting up conventions. Like, who does that? Theo does. IP supports. So you guys need to just focus on people that are like-minded and then get rid of all the rest. Cut down on all your actual views, watching other people. I'm not trying to promote IP to the highest extent. What I'm saying is he got what you want. He talks about what you want. And watching anybody else, they're just going to cloud. You're going to be like, oh, man, IP, you see what happened with this Western girl? She done did this. And it's like, now you caught up in drama. Now you caught up in negativity instead of caught up in the positivity that IP and Theo are dropping on you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, bro. And as I get older, as we all get older, the saying rings true: slow and steady wins the race. Study for a long time and be consistent. You're gonna win the race eventually. If you want things too quickly, if you take a shortcut, most of the times it's not really good for you. Slow and steady always wins the race. So when he's talking about blue chip stocks, when he's talking about ETFs, index funds, or whatever, eventually you're going to hit it big. It may take a long time, it may take a few months or a couple years or a year, but you're gonna thank yourself for doing that when you first started. Slow and steady wins the race all the time. That's the way the world works. That's the way it runs, and that's the way to become successful. Wouldn't you agree, Theo and Thomas?
Yeah, because I hear a lot of I hear a lot of black men who are not into STEM. They do liberal arts. They do music. They're all this nonsense field, and they say, "Oh man, I want quick money. I want bare peas, yeah." And they get it, but they spend it, and they don't save. They don't know how to invest. They don't look at things on long-term basis. So it's good that black men get into STEM, because STEM is the future. IT is the future. Cloud is the future. I'm doing a lot of saving of my money. I'm investing into property, which is good at my young age. But I thank God that I was introduced to IT when I was in my early teens. I'm glad I had a mom who is a business analyst. She introduced me to IT, and I love technology in general. So I have a lot of passion and love for IT, and that only increases my drive to grow and become better.
Yep. Yeah,
Wonderful.
I definitely agree with you, Thomas. And you got to do it slow and steady. It's a definite everyday grind. So like for myself, I have to exercise every day. I have to make sure I eat right every day. I have to do all my macros every day, make sure it's correct. Then you got to go study. You got to go work to death, and you got to invest in yourself every day. And then what I find out is that every pay period, make sure I have some money stacked, put over to the side, even just a little bit. It adds up. And of course, in the States, we have the 401k. Make sure I max out that every year, and then I make sure I do some savings over to the side. I'm doing real estate as well. You guys know, I mean, my income's like way over like $500,000 per year, and I have so many things I'm paying for. It's like I can actually do, like, I can finance a movement to some degree. So I'm definitely doing that. And there's other things that I'm trying to pay for. But at the same time, I don't have any debt, right? I don't have a credit card because I use cash, right? So I know what I'm doing. So, guys, get the money up. That's one of the biggest things. Focus on a career that you can actually move around. But I mean, you could, like, let's say if you're in my class, you could definitely save, $6,000 or $7,000 a month, and then pay for all of your expenses in Thailand while being there. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that would be like if you're in like your early 30s, like between 30 and 35, and you were doing that, that's heaven. No. I say keep on working, but I mean, I respect what you're doing because I mean you're retired. That's fine. I can't. I'll the day I die will be the day I retire.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going straight to death. Right? But I mean, I like making a lot of money. I like making it rain with cash. So that's just my thing.
And the thing with IT, the thing I love about it is that it's ever changing. You know,
Mhm.
today I had a discussion with my mom. You know, we were just talking about IT. I told her that the first computer programmer was Adele Lovelace. You know, she created the first computer in the 1800s, well, I think the mid 1800s in Britain. So I told her that, you know, I saw what was it in World War II, the algorithm machine, the Turing machine. You know, I saw that in the British Computer Museum. So I thought, man, we were just joking and discussing IT, and I asked my mom, you know, Mom, what would happen if technology existed earlier? And she said, what do you mean? And I was like, I know the World Wide Web was invented in the late 70s. What would happen if technology existed, let's say, during World War II? And we were just joking. I'm like, wow, you know, a lot of madness would have happened with technology, you know. And what technology existed in the late 19th century? Oh, man, we would have been hectic back then. So, technology is just everlasting. So I'm really appreciative of that.
Absolutely. A great comment there, Theo. Thomas, that was wonderful. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Passport 423 for the £5.88 cash app. Thank you for the support, bro. Much appreciated. Shout out to Mr. The Walking Brown Wolf for the £4.20 cash app. Much appreciated, bro. Fire content. I'm renewing my passport. Fantastic, bro. Love hearing that. Love seeing that. It's motivating brothers to renew their passports and travel. Much appreciated, bro. Shout out to Mr. Isaiah Compass for the $4.99 super chat. Theo, what's good? And IP, what's up, brother? And guess what's up? I appreciate the opportunity for the group. No problem, bro. No problem. I remember many years ago, I didn't have this support system. I didn't see a lot of black men around me that were serious, that were like-minded. And, you know, if I want to see change in my life, I've got to go out there, make that change myself. Made a channel. I met Theo last year, and it's been wonderful since then. So shout out to Theo for reaching out to me during that Kevin Samuel stream with his yellow polo t-shirt. That was classic, man. Hey, you're a legend, Theo, man. You're a legend.
That's right.
Shout out to Mr. Ballers traveling the world for the $4.99. Or was it orange? I think it was orange. My
orange,
apologies.
probably orange. Yeah.
Shout out to Ballers are traveling the world for the $4.99 super chat. Hit the gym. Use your dating money to pay for your certs. Wonderful. I love hearing that. Fantastic. Get obsessed with studying and join the International Passports Patreon. Yes, indeed, brothers. Yes, indeed. The Patreon is super cheap. You have the Python class that I'm teaching. So normal new students, I'm 4 now. You have to wait till next year. I'm teaching that. I also have I've got 40 videos on foreign women and intel. You got the Discord server, the Facebook group. You got everything just for $30 a month. That's a discount. That's amazing. Some dudes are charging £500 a month for that kind of intel. Okay, thank you, bro. Shout out to Alexis Macuno for the $10 super chat. What about truck driver as a skill? Sorry, bro. IT, and IT.
Well, can I say something about that real quick?
Okay.
After you, Theo, go ahead.
No, you first.
Okay, yeah. So I think IT is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, but if you're interested in truck driving, I think it's also good because this is what I like to say, and this is what I found from my time. A lot of jobs require a lot of mental power. It requires you to learn a lot. It requires you to continuously learn. Now, for a truck driver, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, you guys are just on the goddamn roads. You make good money, but at the same time, you have time to listen to podcasts. You have time to actually learn and accept information and receive that information and learn. So what I'm saying is, while you're on the road, what's the reason why you can't listen to Bigger Pockets and study about real estate investing? While you're on the road, why can't you learn about real estate syndications? While you're on the road, why can't you learn about tax advantages that the IRS offers for multiple different type of investments in agriculture, tech, business, and also real estate and energy? So If you use the time wisely, then that would be great. A lot of jobs demand you to, fix this Excel sheet, input this data, come to this presentation, come to this meeting. You have to pay attention when you're in those meetings sometimes, unless you work at Twitter. But for the most part, you have to pay attention. So it is a good job where I would say you have to work, but your work is not demanding you to require that much attention or training after you initially learn how to become a truck driver. So what do you do while you're driving the truck? If you're riding around listening to sports games, that's a problem. If you're riding around listening to drama and gossip in the Breakfast Club, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're driving around listening to Bigger Pockets and learning how to invest in real estate and the stock market and learning about what to do with your money, then it could be great because you're getting paid to study. You're getting paid to learn. So if you're truck driving in the immediate and then later on you're starting exploring IT, which is good. You can study not so much easily in IT, but it still is valid. You're able to study while you work. So I would say that's great. And most people, once again, their biggest problem is not how to generate money, but what to do with money when they get it. And most people are wealthy not because they just made a lot of money and earned income. It's because they knew what to do with the money when they invested. A lot of high income earners end up broke because they don't know what to do with the money. So it's all about that financial literacy. Go ahead, Dee.
I definitely agree with you. So my point on this is, if you're going to be a truck driver, more power to you. Your options are a little bit different because your money is definitely going to be within your country. So you're not working abroad. So you're going to have to make that money and then travel. But the thing is when you're traveling, you're not going to be able to work. So you're going to have that cash flow come from your investments or the money that you saved up while you were working. And then you have to go back to your country and actually continue doing that. So I was going to say, I've seen podcasts on YouTube where you got truckers who have families abroad, and that's what they do. They do like, 2 months working in the States, and they go abroad for a month or 2 months, and they go see their family, and they go back and forth. If that's you, that's you. That's fine. I have no beef about that, but just you have to understand that you're not going to be going through the country for an extended amount of time unless you're able to live purely 100% in the investment income that you have from being a trucker. Another point is regarding the classes. My next class starts on November 22nd. If you do want to find out about it, you need to join IP's Patreon class or Patreon group, or at least join his Facebook group, and then get in contact with me over there, and then go kind of join the group, because tomorrow I'm doing my last profile validation. So if you're not validated by tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's it. You can't go into the class. So I have a lot of great students coming in. I've got truckers. I just want to say I do have truckers who are going to be in the class. So look forward to seeing a lot of good students and have to see some progress.
Okay, thank you for that announcement, Theo. So brothers, please join my Patreon Diamond tier and send me a DM on the Patreon letting me know, hey, I'm interested in Theo's class. I will send you a link to Theo's Facebook group to get you in there. There's a deadline, so please do that as soon as possible. If you can do it right after the stream or during the stream, that would be great. Let me get you in touch with Theo because his classes are amazing. Theo is a great teacher and he's teaching AWS that is a big field right now and will become even bigger in the future. So if you want to get 2023 up and running, okay, if on January the 1st you want to feel good and you want to send your CVs out to different people, okay, join Theo's class. Okay, so join that Patreon Diamond tier. I'll get you access to Theo's class as soon as possible. Okay. Shout out to Mr. The Naughty Bear for the 1970 super chat. Thank you, Naughty Bear, for the support. Much appreciated, bro.
He's a real person. This is not a troll. He's one of the students in class 3. I know who he is. He's actually real. Yeah.
Fantastic. I thought he might be some Gorillas character, some virtual character.
I thought he was too. I thought I was dealing with a troll. So I dealt with him, and then he came back and he said, "This is who I am." And I was like, "Really? Oh, all right." So I did profile verification. He's a cool dude, cool guy. So very intelligent, very down to earth. So but he's having his fun in his jokes. That's why I'm laughing, because it's legit. He's a legit guy.
Awesome. Thank you, Theo. Shout out to the Naughty Bear again for the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support. Back to back, much appreciated. Bro, back to back classics like Jordan, NBA in the 90s. Thank you, bro. IP and Theo Waff, the dynamic duo, giving that elastic load super balancing info. What?
He's
Much
saying we're an
appreciated.
ASG. He's saying we're an AS. We're saying we're an auto scaling group. I gotta
Oh
laugh at the
man,
guy. See, that's a good student right there. He made an AWS joke. Okay, that's good.
wonderful, man. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Theo, nice baby grand piano you got in the background. Baby. What the hell is baby?
I got a piano over here. That's right. Got a grand piano on my right side.
Okay, but what's baby?
It just he always talks about bear. That's it. That's part of his. That's it. That's
Oh,
part of his joke. That's
so
it.
he's a bear fan. Okay, guess what, bro?
Yeah.
I am a fan of polar bears. How do you feel about that, bro?
Don't get. Believe me, he can keep on going with the joke for a long time. I'm like, okay, all right, you won. All right, next one.
Awesome. Thank you, the naughty bear. Appreciate you, bro. Great jokes, by the way. We got a bear man in the building. Shout out to Mr. Florida Man. So we got Bear Man, then Florida Man. Hopefully he's in the bear too. Thank you for the $499 super chat. Does the brother with the glasses connect to brothers coming to Thailand to get info from him, or brothers interested in relocating to Thailand? I think that's a question for you, Mr. Obstacles to Opportunity.
Yeah. Yes, I do. I usually don't plug on IP's joints, but I didn't want to, do no disrespect. But yeah, obstacles, opportunity, you could just hit me up on the back end. And, I've been overseas for about 17 years straight, expat experience from being a diplomat, military, etc. on my own. So I do know a lot about being overseas, what it takes, and of course, getting settled in a place like Thailand. Obviously, I'm here. Thai elite investors, so that's a little bit different path. Of course, I'm going to be headed over to Cambodia next month to check out my second home, Cambodia, and see about their residency investment program, also their citizenship. Maybe I'll be an Asian. Oh snaps! So in 5 years, that'll be crazy, right? I'll be up there jokes like, yo, I'm Asian. Asian people be like, really? But nah, they definitely do sell the citizenship via the investment. So I'm going to check that out, see if I like Cambodia first. But nevertheless, yeah, I do know about it. I'm very experienced in it. And yeah, just contact me, hit me up, man. And yeah, come to Thailand or come anywhere, man. Just go overseas. That's my philosophy. As IP says, international passport. Use that passport and try to live overseas. But yes, contact me, hit me up, obstacles opportunity, and you can go to the channel and the Gmail's there, and then we can set up something so I can give you that consultation, one-on-one mentoring, or whatever you want to call it. I got you.
Awesome. Thank you for that breakdown of Tools Opportunity. And bro, Florida Man, reach out to me on the Patreon, join the Patreon, and I can definitely get you in touch with Opportunity as well as soon as possible. Okay.
Yeah, please
Thank
do
you
that.
very much, Florida Man. Much
Go
appreciated.
go through the operational chain of command. Go through IP first, then holler at me.
Fantastic. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mr. NT for the £5 super chat. Much appreciated, bro. In my final year of doing a degree in business, computing, and information systems, have AWS CCP, working on SAA. What career path would you recommend? Theo Thomas.
I'd
Oh,
recommend. Yeah, this is a good question. I recommend you join IP's Patreon and then get into the Facebook groups and come talk to us, because that is you probably need to be in my SAA class, and you need to be with other people actually talking, and then we need to kind of see what you're doing to give you advice. Yeah,
Fantastic.
because he needs to do analytics. He needs to do analytics, don't you think?
Yeah. But I need to ask him this proper one question. This is his final year at uni. What's your final year project? That's what I want to know. Because the final year project that you would do will indicate what you would do in the future. Because maybe he's a developer, maybe he's into system administration. I don't know. But I'd like to know that.
Okay, so let us know on the live stream in the chat, NT. That's a question from you from the intelligent Mr. Thomas Deming. Okay, fantastic. Shout out to Mr. Dennis Bell. Hi P. Joined the Patreon. Thank you, bro. If you want to be a part of Theo's group, please send me a DM on the Patreon. Dennis, I've just seen your DM, and we'll have a consultation call today on Sunday. I'll reach out to you again on the Patreon after the stream. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you very much. Fantastic. So, go on, Theo. Go on, Thomas. Sorry.
Thanks, Andrew. I got questions for Theo regarding Korean women. So, Theo, I need some answers, bro, because I know Korean women are cool. Like, for example, I need to confess something. I'm a fan of K-pop.
Oh dear.
I like Blackpink, particularly Lisa. I'm being open.
Yeah. Hold on, Thomas. Right? Do you mean the music or the woman? How they look?
Or both.
Oh dear, not the music, Thomas. Oh man.
So yeah, but Lisa's paying, bro. You know she's Thai. She's actually Thai.
Yeah, she's Thai.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but Theo, like, you say Korean women are better looking than Japanese women. I remember Brother Tony mentioning that, no, these Korean men, they're beautiful and all that, yeah, but they get upgrades. What do you have to say to that, bro?
If you ever date a Korean woman and she's actually into you, it'll be very hard for you to leave. And she'll make you into a better person. You'll actually feel like a better individual, better human being walking down the street. Now, I can say to some degree that is also true with Japanese, but with Korean, it's on a totally different. Like, I'll say, see, the thing with Korean women, I always loved when they talked. I just keep on talking with them, and it's like talking is a delight. In terms of communication, they're exact opposite to ABW. ABW talks, you get irritated, and the more irritated you become. Korean women talk, it just feels like heaven, and you want to talk with her. You just keep on going back and forth, and it just feels wonderful. And no matter what she's talking about, it just feels great. And then they got great hips, man. Got straight out. Those things are solid. They got the hair, the attitude. They're like spicy. So I mean, in one way, I was just thinking like they're like a really educated Asian Latina. But you can kind of say that. I don't know whether they would like it or not. I just say though they are unique, unforgettable. You'll regret not dating one. If you have a relationship ends with that, with a Korean, you're like, yeah, you lost out. I mean, she might have lost out too, but you're like, man, that's gonna be hard to replace.
Okay, Phil, I need your opinion on this. So you have to scale 1 to 10, all right, for Korean women and Japanese women and Filipino. How would you scale it from 1 to 10?
For beauty or marriage or what? For
everything.
Everything. I put a Filipino at a 5. I'd put a Japanese at a 9.5 and Koreans at 10.
Wow.
Yeah. I would put Thai around 8. That's just my personal rating. So I mean, I was fine with a Filipino. I enjoyed mine when I was with them. Thai is unforgettable. Japanese is great. I mean, you feel like you can take on the world. Korean is more like, as far as I'm concerned, it's like your soulmate through all time and eternity.
What?
Yeah, they're that good, and they're great kissers too. I just want to straight out say they can kiss. So it's a wonderful experience. She'll make you melt, and she'll know it too. She'll know what she's doing to you. She's just very fun with you about it. Like she knows what's going on. So very fun women. hard to walk away from. Again, I always said my greatest defeat with women was with Koreans. Nothing I could do. I had to walk away. I went from 10 to 9.5, which isn't that bad, right? But they're wonderful.
Oh, that actually gives me another question to ask you, Phil. Now, since we're talking about Asian women, in the past, I had an ex who I dated whilst I was at university. She was Chinese British. Theo. And yeah, she was very feminine, but keyword Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Theo, how are you with Chinese women?
I don't date them.
Yeah, I know.
I don't, and I well, see. So you got Chinese, British. So she's okay. So she's a little whiter, right? So she's gonna have all the Chinese guys and all the British guys going for her straight out.
Yeah.
Like, so you're just like, why even try? I mean, just straight out, why do you do it? So I don't even try. I don't even think about it. Just the way it is. There's other fish in the sea. If you want to go for Chinese, I'd say don't go for Chinese, because officially it's 100 what? It's 118 men per 100 women or something like that. That's horrible for us. So why go in that demographic? Whereas Koreans, Japanese, Thai, there's more women than there are men in those areas. So that's a good opportunity for us.
Yeah, the thing is, bro, like, you're right about Chinese women. IP already knows my opinions on Chinese women. So I'm not gonna state it here. But I'm assuming you know, Theo, like, oh man, like, so basically our East Asian and Southeast Asian women, we're just gonna have to leave out Chinese women, pretty much.
I dated Chinese women in Japan. They tended to be freaky.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I would definitely say about them. They tended to be a little wild, a little freaky. I was like, whoa, what the heck's going on? I was a little surprised.
In the bedroom or just in their personality wise?
Let's just say when they started kissing, they wanted a lot more than that.
oh my!
And what happened afterwards, I'm just not gonna. My goodness. But let's say I said one Chinese girl's name so loudly, I'm sure they heard it 2 blocks away. I screamed her name at one point. I was 27 years old. I remember that as, oh my god. I was looking at her like, how are you so small and you just did that to me? So she was, again, freaky. I dated more than one. They were just kind of freaky. But good family values, I'd say that. Good food, good cooks. But yeah, a little intense. Whereas the Korean was, what's the best way? It's like going through life on your bike with your favorite dog, and you've got food with you, and you're going to have a picnic, and the weather is perfect, and she's looking at you, and she's happy with you, and she's like, "You're my man. I'm going to be with you forever." That's what's like dating a Korean. I'm serious. It's just like this. It's this wild fantasy, like, but it's like a conservative one, the one that you always wanted your entire life. They're wonderful, man. I cannot say enough good things about Korean women.
What about Taiwanese women? Here?
I dated them, so they were okay. I mean, it wasn't as much. It wasn't the same thing. They're fine, but I mean, it's like a little boring.
Oh.
Yeah, I never hit it off with them. Not even in university or abroad. And even I was in Taipei. Wasn't anything. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you guys are crazy. Other guys really liked them. I never did. I never got into it.
I think the reason why, because I don't want to be IPA. I don't want to be PG about Chinese women, because you know how they are towards black men. So they tend to find Taiwanese women more friendly, more approachable. I mean, that's my theory.
I don't know. I'll say this: the Chinese women I was with were a little too friendly. Again, I was the one out of breath. So, Well, yeah, freak animals. Um, I don't know what to say. Again, it's just one of those things. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Yeah. Um, yeah. Anyway, Korean's good. Korean is wonderful.
So you would say Korean women are the top tier
Mhm.
Asian women?
Yeah, I would say definitely. Like, if you were going through life and you had either a Korean woman or a Japanese, I would more prefer Korean. But if you had a Korean wife
What?
next to you for the rest of your life, it would not only be an up for you in terms of your life as an individual, as a status symbol, it's ultimate because they so rarely date out, and so they are wonderful, and your kids are going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
And Korean mothers are wonderful. Like I'm so in favor of them. They're just great mothers. So you're gonna get like a woman who's smiling, going around happy with you, making great food, taking care of the entire house. You come home and not only is everything ready for you, but the kids are ready and you're going into this like jubilation of happiness inside the house. That's the only way I can really describe it. And you don't want to leave. You want to go home and you don't want to leave the house. You don't want to play games. You don't want to drink. You're just like family. Yes, yeah, let's do it. That's how it was. A lot of Korean families I saw like that.
Oh man. Oh okay, okay. Now this is the harder question for you, Theo. Korean women or Japanese Brazilian women?
Oh, that's hard. Nah, no, it's still Korean.
What?
Yeah.
When you got that cinnamon brown skin, curly hair. Oh, bro.
Yeah, but that's just because it's so much easier to get a Japanese Brazilian woman compared to a Korean. It is so rare to get one. So I mean, like let's say I dated one before, right? I know I can get another one. Whereas me getting another Korean woman, that may not happen. That may not ever happen. So I had to take that loss. If I can get one, believe me, I mean, if I get one like 31 years old, she's ready to have a family. The $30,000 engagement ring will be done the next day.
Wow.
Yeah, go right for her.
Oh man.
Wow. Oh, I'm being conflicted now. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
man.
I would say like go to you're in the UK, right?
Yeah.
So there has got to be some Korean markets, some Korean restaurants.
There is.
Where can I
Go
find that?
go in there and like start eating Korean food and go to a Korean church and just say like you want to know about Christianity and you're just going to a Korean church and then you'll see what's going on.
Korean church? What?
Yeah, they practice Christianity a lot in Korea.
They're
Christian
very
nation.
Christian. They're very Christian. Yeah. You're not. I guarantee you're not gonna smash a Korean girl. Like it'd be rare if you could. Like you put a ring on her, you can go to like the third base maybe. But she's like, if you want to go hit a home run, you better get me to the altar. A lot of girls in Korea are like that. So you get her to the altar, and then that's usually where the fun begins.
So hold on, Theo. So you said go to church, and then you watch how they move, and you can speak to Korean girls through there, and then get to
yeah. Because you have a zillion of them in there. You have a zillion Korean girls in there.
Yeah, that's good intel.
This is what I want because that's why I like hearing. This is music to my ears because these church girls in the UK, bro. They call themselves. Oh, I'm born again virgins. We're liberal Christians. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Nonsense, bro.
I doubt you'll actually have that in the Korean church. I mean, it's very rare. They don't like that amongst themselves. They have a pretty strict way of thinking about it. But you'd actually have the girls who are actually professional. Like they have jobs, but they're like family first, and they'll actually talk about Christianity. You can go to a Bible study with them. Like I did for many years, and you just you have to believe in it. You can actually just partake and see what's there and do some other activities, but you actually get to see how Koreans act and you'll be like, wow, they actually have a functional society. They have a functional community. Like, they're actually really cool. Like, everything is good. They're not acting like Keisha at all. And so then you get to see how they act in the UK. Well, if you go to Korea itself, you get a different flavor, and it's even better.
So they're true conservative women, Korean women, because I, has that me and IP were conservative. I know you're conservative as well. I just want foreign women who are conservative.
Yeah, you could definitely get, but so like if she could be conservative, but she'll like black guys, and but she's waiting for a black guy, but she has a conservative side. So I was gonna say like the most erotic, most spectacular woman that I ever saw in my life was Korean. And I remember her. I was very good friends with her. It was during university. I talked with her all the time, but she was just straight out hyper erotic and just gorgeous. She was a virgin. Like there was no way you could have banged her. But she was like the last time I talked with her, she was about 24. There was. I mean, I don't even think she got in second base yet. Like there was straight kissing. Yeah, you can kiss her and get her hips, but that's about it. You're not going anywhere else around her body.
But that's what I like. That is what I like.
She was engaging. Like she could just straight out talk to you. Direct, funny, make jokes, highly educated. Like just a delight. It'd be hard. Like you leave a date with her, you're like, damn. Like when I text her right now, you're not gonna do that like 5-hour game on her or anything. Oh, you're gonna go right back to her because she can get any guy she wants.
Okay. Thank you. Hold on, Thomas. Shout out to Mr. Rich Spirit for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, bro. What about Kyrgyzstan or Japanese Brazilian? Interesting. I've not dealt with either. Have you, Phil?
I would go to Kazakhstan over Japanese Brazilians.
You would go for Kyrgyzstan over Japanese Brazilian?
Yeah.
What? Ooh. Why is that?
Because it's even more rare, and they look Korean. There's a certain number of them who are actually like at least 25% Korean. So you might actually get like Korean food, Korean activities, and she looks Korean, and then that's it. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So like in your group, I posted a woman from there, and I said like, where's she from? And she's like, well, it's Kazakhstan, right? But the thing I didn't say in the group was that she was at least 50% Korean. And she was hot. She's just straight out hot, like hot. And another one I said another one was from Ukraine, and she was actually 50% Korean as well. So they make like just great kids. They're hot. What I was going to say though, Rich Spirit, I want to say this. You have to actually go there, so likelihood of you going there is really low. And then, I mean, if you want to talk about numbers and just being successful and getting a relationship, Japanese Brazilian is what you do. It's the same thing for Japanese. So, like I say, like Korean women are a 10, right? But it's harder to get one who would want to date a black guy. But they're there nowadays. They're there, but it's harder. Whereas Japanese, getting one that wants to date a black guy is pretty easy. Like going to Taco Bell. You can get one, boom, boom, boom. Or, okay, for the UK, it's like going to a neighborhood fish and chips, like the neighborhood pub. You can just get it real quick. It's not hard to get a girl in Japan who wants to date a black guy. So it's how much time do you want for like this ultimate exotic wife? Well, if you're practical, you just want to get married, okay. You do the practical thing. If you want something that's really, really exotic, well, you got to take more time for that. More effort.
Nice one. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Classic. This is a classic stream.
I can't wait to do the timestamps.
Oh, thank you, bro. I was waiting for the timestamps for the previous streams, bro. But I know you've been busy, bro. So
yeah, I'll go back. I'll go back and do the timestamps for that as well.
Oh, thank you, bro. Much appreciated, brothers, man. Much appreciated, Thomas. I was like, Thomas is slipping on the timestamp for all the streams. But I know he's a busy man and he's got his IT stuff, so there's no rush, brother. I'm a good dude, man. Especially to you, brother. You're a good brother, Thomas. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Go on, Thomas.
I don't want conflict in my heart between Koreans and Japanese. I've been working towards Japanese, but I was
Do you know
studying
what,
Japanese.
Thomas, right? It makes sense for you to go with a Korean girl because Koreans are mostly conservative. Japanese, complete opposites, Buddhism or atheism. So you being a Christian conservative man, you'll probably be better off with a Korean woman, unless you can convert your Japanese girl to a Christianity.
But they're Japanese Christians. I know they exist.
Very
No,
small,
no,
very small.
guys, this is the problem with Christian girls. It's very hard if they're conservative. It's hard to marry them. And so this is something that I had, my dilemma that I had as well when I was younger. So I'm also highly Christian, and I was in Japanese Christian churches, and like it was impossible for me to get a date. And so the other Christian guys couldn't get a date either. We're like, what the heck is going on? Like, why can't we get dates with you? And the ratio, there was 7 Japanese Christian girls for every Japanese Christian boy. So they needed the foreign men there to compensate. And so we're there. I was in the international church, and what the requirements were just nuts.
Like what?
So I'm not even going to get into it.
Be Japanese or
And Japanese Christian girls.
So yeah, you got to be a Japanese guy.
No, it wasn't even that. No, they didn't care about that. It was just other things that they wanted. And I'm just looking at them like, look at the population. I mean, I saw girls that was the first time I saw girls who were like 34, 35, like they're hitting the wall, and they still have the same requirements.
Oh.
And there are guys there who want to have a Christian family, and they don't qualify to date her. And I'm just like, get married. I mean, what's wrong with you? And nothing's happening. So I made a conscious decision to stop dating Japanese Christian girls and only go out with like just Japanese. And in 1 month, I went from barely any dates to having a date every night. Like boom, boom, boom. It was just that quick. And I just said, okay, that's it. That's it. So the other thing too is that when I was with Koreans, I was dating, I was trying to date Christian Korean girls. And I was facing pretty much the same kind of problem. Now, maybe it's different now, but it's kind of what I was seeing. Whereas the Korean girl who did want to date me the most, she wasn't Christian. So I'm kind of looking at this like, what's going on? Like, what's up? Because, again, in that Japanese church I was in, few people married there. So they can't keep their numbers. But few people married. Few did, but I mean, it's... most of the time there was these foreign Christian males who were single and had no idea what to do with the girls.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, I'm stuck here, man. Damn it. Hey, but I don't know what to do now because I'm not...
Marry both. Be a polygamist and marry both, Thomas.
Yeah, I would say go in the UK, go to a Korean church and see what it's like. Go to an English-speaking Korean church. They have Korean-speaking as well. And, just chill out there, see what it's like, and just say you wanted to know more about Christianity, and just participate in some things, and you're going to get a really deep insight into the culture real quick. And then go to the restaurants and go chill out with them. And I'm going to say they're wonderful people. They're just wonderful. But there wouldn't be wars in the world if everybody was Korean. There'd be great food and a lot of singing. They might fight with each other every once in a while, but they wouldn't have a war. They're really peaceful, wonderful people.
Yeah. There is a huge Korean community in the UK, Thomas.
All right. Since my name is 007, I got a mission for myself.
It's called a New Malden.
Where's that?
It's like in South. It's close to you. It's like in Southeast London, bro.
Oh wow.
New Malden. That's a Korean community. If I remember many years ago, it may have changed, but it should be still Korean, and there should be a church or two there.
I'll research. I'll check it out. I may research and may take a look at that. Thanks.
Yeah, walk in the church with your 007 suit, glasses, then scout the scene. Have your earpiece to hear conversations. Have your high-tech car in case you need to get out there quickly. And I expect you to be 007, okay?
Awesome. Awesome.
I definitely, yeah, I
I
definitely
got
do
my
it, bro.
I got my
You got
license
it.
to kill. So
Oh, don't kill anyone there, bro.
No. How about your license to eat kimchi with rice?
Oh,
There you go. Then you need to learn about kimchi and the variations of kimchi. Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll learn in the church. Yeah, you'll learn quick. They eat
And
kimchi there.
and say hello in Korean. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Can you speak Korean, Phil?
I would say I can read it. I was able to speak it before, but not so much now. But I can definitely read it now. I can read it. Yeah.
Wow, incredible. Sugoi.
So
Awesome.
man.
All right, so brothers, call in, man. Don't be shy. If you're a troll, keep away. Especially that dude that got banned twice. I don't know what you're doing, mate. Keep away. Call in. This has been a classic live stream. Asian women, they're on top right now. I think they are. I just feel like the whole dating thing has switched now. It used to be white women due to media, due to white supremacy, whatever. Now we're seeing that Asian women, they're on top, and it's going to be that way for a long time. So brothers, start showing them some love, because if they don't feel loved by black men, I guarantee that they see black men with either a white woman or a black woman. They're like, why don't black guys approach us? What's wrong with us? Start showing them some love, bro.
the thing is, IP, like, I'm gonna say this about these snow bunnies, man. Like, I'm just gonna be frank, man. Like, these UK snow bunnies, the Western snow bunnies in the UK and America, but they age like milk, man. I'm sorry, bro. They age like milk. And like, especially in the UK, you know how British culture is. They go to the pub, they party all the time, they smoke. I'm like, and the age terrible. I'm like, it's same in the US. I'm like, this is why the Asian women are beaten, because they're conservative, they look after themselves. Especially, I see a lot of Asian women in the gym. They got the body of black girls now, man. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah. I would just say they're radioactive snow bunnies. So they're like the snow is from Chernobyl and the bunny has rabies. That's how it really is. So they have the eyes growing in the night, and the fur is a little red and purple. It's just a shame. I mean, you're kind of looking at them like, what? We've lost a crop of women.
Yeah.
So well, just go somewhere else.
The body counts are over 4 digits, so they're Resident Evil biohazards as well. So wow.
I mean, I'm like, I'm turning 50 years old next year, and you got women who are in the West who are 20 years old who have multiples of my end count.
Jeez.
And I'm just looking at them, I'm like, what were you doing?
Disgusting.
I mean, what did you do anything? Like what? Like when I was 20, I was still a virgin. What's wrong with you? like I was studying. Like what were you doing, bro? I mean, it's like what's going on? They're saying what they're doing. I was like, ah. So, but I was rather conservative. Of course, I was in these churches. I mean, I knew what's going on. I saw one comment in there. I want to address something. So right. I mean, I've been with Slavic women for a while, so I feel more attached to them. I would just say this, guys. If it were my 20s and my 30s, if you say like Slavic versus Korean, I wouldn't even notice that a Slavic girl was there. It'd only be Korean. There'd only be one choice, like boom, right to it. The question would be Japanese or Korean. That would also be Korean. I still choose Korean. Now, because I mean, I'm with someone, I've been with someone for a while. I mean, it's probably going to be Ukrainian, because that's what I'm more familiar with. Although I'm going to go ahead and check out Vancouver. I'm going to go do that again, just with the open eyes, and try it out again in the summer. Well, maybe I'll go there for 2 or 3 months and actually get an apartment and actually be there. Yeah, I mean, I like Ukrainian women right now. But if I had all things equal, and if I had equal access to Korean and equal access to Ukrainian, I'd probably choose Korean. That's the way it is.
But tell me this, brother Phil.
Mhm.
When it comes to like Eastern European snow bunnies, I just find them a lot better than the Western snow bunnies. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, I remember one time when I was working in office with my previous company. Like, I saw this beautiful Eastern European woman. I think she was Polish,
Mhm.
and she was in her 30s, but she was already married. And she was in her late 30s, and I'm like, this woman, beautiful, blonde hair, blue eyes, but she was good figure.
Mhm.
You know, I'm like, and she was very feminine. She was very good to me, and she was teaching me more things about DevOps because she
Mhm.
worked as a senior DevOps engineer. So I'm just like, why can't I get that with UK women? Like,
Because they destroy themselves. I mean, they just straight out destroy themselves. That's it. You're like, what is wrong with you? And no, they talk about history and things like that. I mean, so you can look at communism. Like communism destroys culture, destroys countries, destroys people, destroys their souls. But the women there didn't have high end counts, that's for sure. If you go
Mhm.
study it, they didn't have high end counts. Whereas, you couldn't have Christianity in the Soviet system either. Whereas in the UK, you could still have religion, you had freedom, you had all kinds of stuff going on, and then you have women who, I mean, ugh, you're looking at them like, what a waste. You're horrible. I mean,
and just like feel just the way they, oh my god, like just the way they speak. Like, for example, you get some of these UK women who act like ladies. You know, they're posh, but even the posh ones, they've been tainted. Like, if you go to Oxford or Cambridge, you know, these posh girls, man, they belong to the alleyways, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, facts.
They belong to
yeah,
the alleyways. I don't know what are you doing? You go to the best universities, but you're doing this.
yeah. That's the thing. Again, when I was in UK, last time in 2000, what 2006, I was there 3 months. I was doing bank work for Japanese banks, right? And then I was meeting, these birds in London, and I was just like, how could you be this lost? How could it be this bad? I mean, literally the way, okay, you have your accent, right? So your accent for us Americans is a major plus.
Mm,
So all you have to do is just have a good personality, and you like automatically be sexy, just because you're exotic to me to some degree, and you've got some history because you're England compared to the United States. And then they start talking, and they start talking about what they're doing and stuff. And I was like, "Get me out of here!" Like, there's no. This is why the Englishmen got in ships and they left. Yeah, because of you. This must have been for a few centuries now. That's why you colonized the world, right? You're looking for women and food. That's it. I know I'm bad. I don't care. Because you're just looking at it like, what a waste. What a waste.
uh,
Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? You could be so much better. Oh,
I blame Western liberalism, feminism. Feminism just destroyed everything. Liberalism
hmm.
destroyed everything.
Yeah. I mean, it did some severe damage. It really crushed things. And it put women into a position where they can't be redeemed. And there's no way that they can ever be a choice of a conservative man. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
so, what do they do? So I'm not going to date a conservative man. Okay, we'll sit back and okay, so you're not then. Oh, well, these other guys are effeminate or they're not making enough money. Yeah, because conservative men are usually the ones who are making the money.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're like, well, what do I do? They should get an end count up when they start saying they're victims. And I'm like, no, you're not. Your choices are horrible.
Yep.
Let me read the super chat real quick.
Sure.
Before I do so, Nathan says Asian HOEs are ruthless. That's why we don't date HOESs. We actually date women. There's a difference between a woman and a HOES. You avoid that type of woman and you date women. Okay, difference between those two groups of women. Okay, date low body count virgins and keep away from high body count women. It's that simple, bro. Shout out to Mr. Rich Spirit for the $4.99 super chat. Again, thank you for the support. What country has the best wife material? Eastern Europe, Asia, or Latin America?
Oh, I'll answer this one. Look, you're not looking for best. Don't. It's not an argument of best. So, in those areas, you're talking about a lot of nines, at between 9 and 10. I mean, compared to the West, you're talking between like 1 and 0. So that's pretty good. Anything above 9 is fine. So don't think about the best one. Just think about the one that fits your personality best. That's it. That's why I have a confliction between, like, again, like the Afro Latina Brazilian right now, the dark Thai, or the blonde Ukrainian. Those are 3 types, and with those personalities that draw me the most were where I am right now. But when I was 24, my answer would have been Japanese, period. That would have been one answer. So you have to think about where you are, where you're going, what you like. Don't, I would say, just pick one. If you want to be able to sample them real quick, okay, then go to Vancouver. Go there for a while and talk with some of them and see how they really are, and then you know where to fly afterwards. But you have to. The only way you can really answer that is looking inside yourself and say, who are you? What do you want to have?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Theo. Much appreciated. So I say we go on for 15 more minutes. How does that sound, Thomas and Theo?
Sure.
Yeah, I can do it.
Fantastic. So brothers, feel free to call in. You've got 15 minutes to call in, or please, if you can't call in, please cash up and super chat your questions. This has been a classic live stream. We got 5 more weeks until the end of the year, and I'm trying to spew out more classics for you brothers before the year ends. Next year is going to be the best year for everyone. All right, we're going to get our IT certs, going to get into IT, going to travel. You come on my channel and give me the intel and give brothers the intel. Hey, I went to Japan. It was great. It's going to be a great year for every single black man on this platform. I repeat, every single straight black man, conservative on this platform. Okay.
Yep.
I can't wait till next year. It's going to be beautiful. Phil's going to do great things next year. Thomas is, and looking forward to it. I think I need to speak to you again over the phone. I've got some new news for you, but I will speak tomorrow on Sunday over the phone. I'll give you a call. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Awesome.
Fantastic. So feel free to call in, brothers. Don't be shy. We don't bite. We're not Dracula. We're not vampires. Okay. So please feel free to call. So while I wait for a new caller, I want to say, brothers, please go and listen to the new Nas album. Okay. It's a classic. Okay. The kind of music that you want to listen to when you're abroad and you got a dime foreign chick with you. No cap. He came through for music that's for older brothers who are mature in their mindset and want to get things done. Don't listen to no Young Thug, no Lil Uzi Vert, no King Von, or no Lil Durk, no Chief Keef nonsense. Nas, the old man music is my kind of music. Okay.
Nas. I'll have to get him. I'll have to get him now. Okay, so I'll get it after this. Now you've convinced me. Okay, fine.
Please do feel. Please, a lot of these brothers listen to nonsense nowadays, man. Stupid rappers who are rapping about garbage.
Yeah.
Please.
I listen to dark progressive from the UK. Dark progressive trance. So that's mine.
When you hear, sorry Thomas, when you continue listening to music that raps about killing your own people, N-word this, N-word that, I'm a rubber bank, I don't give a damn about anything, that kind of rubs off on you. You're gonna have that mentality. But when you listen to positive music that tells you to keep pushing, living a great life, you can do it, that's gonna motivate you. So a lot of you do listen to these trap rappers and drill rappers, you're gonna get messed up if you keep doing so. Okay. Get your mind right. Listen to motivating music, and then you're gonna see changes. It's gonna drive you to keep doing better. Sorry, go on, Thomas.
Yeah, right. It's social conditioning. You know, they're gonna accept that this negativity it's normal, so might as well enact what these artists are saying. But
Facts.
yeah, but for me, you know what? Man, I love jazz, man. I'm an old school guy. I love jazz. Like if I'm going abroad, if I'm going to Japan. One day I go to Japan, and I'm doing the business with my Blasian. So I might put on Sade. I might put on Sade, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might put on Sade, man. No,
Hey,
because
because she's a
Sade.
Blasian, bro. Because she's a Blasian, put on Hikaru Utada. All right, Hikaru Utada. She's some old school Japanese singer. Hikaru Utada. Check her out, bro. I'm sure your Blasian will love her. She's big in Japan.
Type up on the chat, please. Type up.
Hikaru Utada. How do I spell that? Hold on, bro. Hikaru Utada. Hikaru Utada. Here it is. Cute chick as well. You play that, bro. It's automatic. You play that, oh Lord, she gonna be yours forever, bro. You know? Hikaru Utada.
Awesome. Oh, that comes to mind. I got 2 questions. So IP and Phil, in your opinion, what decade had the best music? In my opinion, it was the 80s. What about you, Phil?
90s. Actually, that's a hard one. So I say 90s for rap, easily, and then for maybe pop, I'm still saying 90s because we had Radiohead, we had Oasis, we had yeah, I'm gonna say 90s, bro. I love the 90s.
Yeah. Remember Faithless? I remember Faithless. Faithless. You know when? Faith. Do you remember Insomnia? Faithless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have that. Yeah.
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 Whenever I do it all night, I use it upon Insomnia by Faithless.
I can't get no sleep. Yeah. It's, I would say the 80s is the foundation, basically. So, I mean, you got good rap in the 90s, but Public Enemy can come out. Like Public Enemy had people demonstrating in the streets, and it's a serious form. So, yeah, I'd say for the music, probably the 80s. But I mean, I like the music right now. That's because I'm electronica. So I'm usually listening to like 80s pop, but Japanese music, I'm listening between 2000 to 2009. So, like you just said that, Hikaru Utada. I remember she came out with Automatic. I was with my late wife. We were just sitting there chilling out. We loved it. About 2003. I think I have all of her music, at least from the Japan Star to go look. But there was a time in which at least I had all of her music. She was wonderful. Hamasaki Ayumi, that's another big one. Wonderful. And her music in Japanese is amazing.
Hamasaki Ayumi. Okay.
Yeah, she's the queen of J-pop. Hamasaki Ayumi.
You know what?
I think I have all of her albums, or at least at one point I actually had all of her albums.
You know what? Japanese music, especially 80s Japanese pop. Oh, I've been addicted to that. I have a whole playlist of that.
Oh, my late wife was big in the 80s J-pop. She had like so many of it. I got to go look at my computer because I copied it from her hard drive. But she had so much of it. I mean, just, oh my goodness. Yeah, big stuff.
Awesome.
Oh, this chick is cute, man. Holy shit.
Oh, Hamasaki Ayumi?
Bro.
Yeah.
So she was an idol, and she's produced. The reason why I liked her so much is that I actually saw her in real life, and she's about 4'10" at best. She's a small girl, like she's just small, but she tries, and she really, really tries, and that's why she was successful, is because she kept on trying. And I always told myself, like, you need to be like her. She just kept on trying, and that's why she was successful. She still has songs that make me cry in Japanese. They're just absolutely beautiful. And I just, my late wife and I, we just loved her music. We're like, we know it's fake. So it comes in the beginning. We're like, we know this is produced, it's fake. And then we listen to it and we listen to the riffs. And by the middle or the end, we're totally emotional, which just got us. They're like, how did you do that? How? How? You do it to us every single song, every track. Like, oh. So I'm like, all right, you got it. But beautiful. Her music in Japanese is absolutely gorgeous.
Awesome. Thank you, brothers.
Awesome.
Maybe we'll have a music stream in the future. I want to see what kind of music the brothers listen to. Mr. Ballers Are Travel. Can you turn your camera on in the background, please? Just so I know you're not a troll, please, brother. Thank you, bro. You are a brother. Thank you very much. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Ballers Are Traveling. How you doing, bro?
Hey.
Yeah, how you guys doing? You're doing great work. I really appreciate what's going on here. We got enough rappers. We got enough football players. We need more, people in IT, doctors, stuff like that. I mean, we gotta expand our horizon because if you're watching movies, they put us in a box and it doesn't really represent who we are. We need to find a better place to be, and I think that's abroad right now because things are the agenda. You saw Wakanda, you see all the what they call it, the Equalizer. You see all these movies. It's not tailored towards what we're trying to do. So,
yeah, you're right, bro. I've still yet to see Wakanda Forever, man. I'm still pondering, should I or should I not?
No, don't even go see
Nope.
it.
Skip.
Don't even go see it, bro. Just save your money, put it towards your next certification. Yeah, for real. Put your money towards your certifications and get to know, and you got to mingle. Like the biggest thing why you need to join the podcast and the Patreon is because you have to get to know people who are in IT. You get your jobs through word of mouth, and I'll be honest, people got to know who you are, and they gotta like you, and they gotta trust you, and then they'll let you into their circles where you shake enough hands, you'll find somebody who's looking for somebody that does what you do.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think Korea sounds like a good place to go now. I never knew about Korea.
It is. Where are you at?
I'm in New Jersey right now.
New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got plenty. I saw the troll. I saw what's going on there. I agree with you. I was looking at that. I was like, do you want me to? I was going to unleash missiles. But anyway, so you definitely have Koreans, of course, in your backyard.
Right.
You got New York, but again, it's more extremely westernized.
Right.
So, I mean, if you can go to it, I don't think you have the real access to get like a genuine Korean girl. I just don't think it's possible. I mean, maybe. I would go to Vancouver if I were you. Go to Toronto or Vancouver, and then go to South Korea. I mean,
I work remotely now already. So.
Oh, cool. What do you work in?
I do data refreshes. I work. I'm pretty much a project manager doing data refreshes for banks and IT companies.
Mm-hmm.
What certs do you got?
Oh, I have my Scrum Master and my PMP. So.
Oh, you're the one talking about that before. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had a technical cert with that, you'd be really strong.
Yeah, I was thinking CCNP, but I saw you have the CSP or something. I wasn't sure.
No. You should get cloud.
Right.
And then you should get a technical security cert, and then go for a CISSP as well as the security specialization for PMP.
Right.
Your salary should at least double, if not triple, if you do that.
Yeah, dude. I might end up in one of your classes. So.
Well, I mean, if you can register tomorrow's the lab accepting new students. Tomorrow, last day.
Yeah.
I mean, you would do well. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I got Kanban, all of that. So I'm just.
Oh, you use Kanban, bro.
Yeah, he's using Kanban.
Jira.
Oh yeah. The Kanban's lit from.
Yeah. Kanban a lot.
What about Conference Jira? What's going on, bro?
Jira is like they could take Kanban and put it in Jira. You could take Confluence and put it in Jira, and then if you're dealing with like certain outside programs that organize like where all the data centers are and where all the equipment is, it kind of like it links to that, and then it gets real complicated, but it's a good organizational program. It's more like, how would I say it? It's like it's just Kanban.
Boo.
You gotta
Boo.
study
Bro,
Kanban.
boo. I'm team conference Jira, so boo. Forget Kanban, bro. Boo.
But Kanban can be put in Jira, so it's nice.
I love
So,
Jira. Yeah, Jira's
Yeah, I
good.
love Jared too. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't mind. I'll do all three of them. 'Cause who knows what company I'm gonna be using that in? That's fine. It's good to be certified in Kanban. That's a
Right.
good thing. I mean, more power to you. I would just go get a technical cert. If you want to be in the class,
Mhm.
getting a technical cert is going to help you out a lot,
Oh, really?
and it would definitely increase your salary. I don't know why you don't do it.
Yeah, well, that's I've been talking to friends and stuff, so I'm thinking, yeah, that would be, just trying to figure out what the next move would be. I just want
So
to
one of my
Right.
one of my students had Scrum, and another one had PMP and Scrum,
right.
and the one with the PMP and Scrum, he actually got fired. He didn't follow my advice. And I said, take the class. So they both took the class. They both got the CCP with AWS.
Right.
And then one of them got SAA. So with the guy with the PMP, Scrum, and SAA, he went from $60,000 a year to about $340,000.
Oh.
He followed my advice about how to do it, and he got it. The other guy, he went from being unemployed to $220,000.
Wow.
Just off the
Yep.
Scrum?
Scrum and CCP.
Okay.
Awesome.
CCP?
Yep. Yep. CCP. So that's cloud certified cloud practitioner with AWS is the basic test.
Lord, this
Yep.
is brothers.
Wait.
There's so many gold mines in IT for you brothers to,
Yeah.
thrive, man. Why we need to get more black men in this field and flooding the IT, man. I'm telling you, we have to.
So you
Theo.
could do it. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Tom?
Theo, I'm just thinking, like, how big? This is a question I want to ask you and Theo. Is the UK market inferior to the US market in terms of IT?
Absolutely. It
No,
doesn't
no,
come
Now it
close,
makes
bro.
sense.
Your
It makes a lot of sense,
market is socialistic and controlled and designed to emasculate you. I have no idea why you go to work in the morning in the UK. I mean, really. I just don't get me started. I'll be good because I'm gonna rant. But you just get out of there, will you? At least go to Vancouver.
Yeah,
Makes
I ain't gonna
sense,
lie,
man.
man. I'm looking at the salaries, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
we're getting finessed here,
And
big
it's
time.
like, it makes so much sense now because I'm like, I got the experience, I got the certs, but I'm hearing these brothers who are new to IT and they're getting six figures. And
Yeah.
I'm oh
Well,
man, I need to leave.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Thomas? How did I tell you how much you're worth? Remember what I said?
Yeah.
I said that you're worth a lot more than what you're actually getting paid, but you won't leave. Shoot, you barely go to a Korean restaurant. So, what am I supposed to do with you, Thomas? Do I need to go to a pub? Oh, no, that's what I'll do. I'll get a meeting with you in a pub in London. We'll have some fish and chips, and then I'm kidnapping you, taking you to Heathrow, and throwing you in Asia, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Thank you, Theo. Thank you.
That should be a good idea.
So, a bat. I like that. Do you want to take the class?
Yeah, I'm in your class already.
No, bat. Not you, Thomas. Bat. B-A-T.
Batman.
Yeah, is he there?
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. He's
Bruce
right
Wayne.
there.
Black Bruce Wayne. You hear us, bro?
Maybe he's having an audio issue.
Maybe
Right.
We need to get him in the class.
There he is. Hold on. He's frozen. What's up, Bat? You hear us?
Oh, he's out there twice now.
Maybe he's fighting the Joker or Bane.
Well, there you go. So that guy needs to join my class because then I could help him out, give him all kinds of pointers. He's already working remote. The amount of money I could help you make would be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Man, you could, man, you'd be a baller. So it wouldn't take that hard. I mean, just take my class, will you?
All right, so hold on now. Shout out to
Yeah.
let me bring in. Okay, going back.
Yeah, take out one of them. I don't know which one.
It's this one. Going
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, that better. Yeah. Sorry, I tried to switch to the phone because I was trying to type down what next certification you were talking about. I was like, I need to know. All right, but nah.
There's
Go ahead.
just so you know, Snuggles is a friend of mine, so you can publish it. That's not a troll. Snuggles is a real person.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm usually with Snuggles all
Oh, I'm
over
so
on
sorry.
the manosphere.
Oh, because this guy, he was spamming his message. So I don't know if it was a troll.
No, I know, but
Oh, you blocked him.
I've
No,
known
you
that.
timed him out. Okay,
I timed
thank
him
you.
out. I timed him out. Yeah.
I've known
Sorry,
Snuggles for a long
Snuggles.
time.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Snuggles.
Sorry.
I
Right.
know Snuggles is a good person. I just haven't been just in case anybody in the manosphere who's listening. Again, I had the heart attack scare. I was bedridden for a while, and then I stopped working. So I've been laying really low, and then going back into the job market and going back slowly into the manosphere. So I've been teaching, but I've just been really low energy. So I'm about to go to high energy again in December, but again, just been low. That's why people have been like, "Where are you?" And that's because I was just taking care of myself.
Theo, please be careful, bro. Okay, look after yourself. We can't let anything happen to you, bro. And this is not just me speaking for the channel, but me speaking as a friend and someone who knows you. Your health is very important, Theo. Okay, so please look after yourself. Be careful and be healthy, bro. Please. Okay,
I need a Korean. I need a Korean. She'd be cooking for me. I'd stay alive then.
Please, bro. Please, Theo. Please. Honestly, I'm being serious, brother. Just please look after yourself and be careful. Okay.
I'll be good. I've been exercising to keep my diet good. I mean, I've just been, I've been got my trainers. I'm on it. That's again, other people have been wondering where the heck I've been. I've just been like, nah, man, I'm just being chill.
Okay, bro. All right. So hold on, Thomas. Shout out to Mr. Bed Mike, and let me bring in Dennis as well. Shout out to Mr. Bed Mike for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. Do we register for Theo's class by being part of the Patreon? Yes, you should, brother. So if you please join the Patreon Diamond tier right now, I will send you a link to Theo's Facebook group. Okay, you have one day. You got until tomorrow, Monday, to sign up. On the 22nd, he's not taking any more students. Okay, so please do that right now. Bed Mike, join that Patreon Diamond tier. I will send you a link to Theo's Facebook group. And when you join the Patreon Diamond tier, please send me a DM and tell me, hey, IP, I'm interested in Theo's Facebook group. Send me that DM. If you don't send me that DM, I'm not going to know if you're interested in this group or you're interested in my explicit videos, okay, on foreign women on my Patreon. So send me a DM, IP, I'm interested, and I'll let you know, okay? And I'll send you the details. Mr. Dennis Bell, how you doing, bro? I can't hear you, Dennis. Dennis the Menace.
You probably have technical difficulties, you know.
Okay, while we wait for Dennis to its work, carry on back. You have any?
Is everyone hearing me?
Yes, we hear you now, Dennis.
Great.
We got another troll.
Nice. No, I'm not a troll. Yeah, guys. So first of all, I must say I joined the Patreon because the content here is excellent.
Thank you.
Let me give out some background about myself, and hopefully I can get some advice. So as you know, I'm Dennis. Well, the Menace, as you guys said, that's what a lot of people call me. So Dennis Bell. I'm in IT, right? I've been doing IT for quite a while, over a decade, right? But my career at this point is at a standstill. So I've been doing mostly back-end development, and at this point, I would like to transition more to DevOps, right? And I plan to do some AWS certifications, right? But I'm not too sure where to start. Also, another thing is that I'm based in Jamaica, right? Um, so that's another, I guess, challenge you would say, because what I realize, a lot of the colors here are in the UK, Canada, the United States, etc. Um, so I'm not sure what challenges I may have been in Jamaica, but one of the things that I have done so far, fortunately, is that I'm actually working remotely. So I'm currently working for a US company as a contractor remotely, which I think is a good start, right? But I still need to level up because the salary is not the best, right? Um, Also, recently I was on Tinder, right, and I came across a Singaporean girl. And unfortunately, because my salary is not the best, man, I couldn't even travel to Singapore to meet this girl. So I lost out on an opportunity because of my income. So I need to get that fixed as soon as possible so I can take advantage of opportunities like that in the future, right? So I guess that's it for me, guys, and I'm looking forward to hear some feedback.
Um. Okay, so I mean, if you're working remotely, if okay, you're talking about difficulty participation in class, but you're working remotely for a U.S. company, so there wouldn't be any difficulty participating in class because I teach on the cloud. So
Okay, great.
yeah, that's an easy to do. Just in a nutshell, you got a lot of questions. Join IP's Patreon. Get the link to my class. If you're a part of IP's Patreon, I automatically join you to my class. So, but again, it starts on Tuesday. Um, Go from there, get your AWS certifications, and then get into position to make real money. So at least you're starting. But again, you're working in an area that I consider to be a red ocean. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people who are working in those areas, and therefore your wages go down and are decreased. So you need to get into a more of a specialty area. AWS will help get you there.
Sounds great. Thanks so much. And I'm looking forward to that class,
Mm-hmm.
Theo, definitely.
Sure. Go quick. Do it good. Do it quickly because again, tomorrow's the last day. I'm doing what is it? Profile validations. So you only have so much time.
Dennis, I'll send you the link to it right now on Patreon. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now. The Bill's Facebook group. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And the ultimate goal is to get a Korean woman, right? So that's why I'm doing all of this, right?
You may not like Korean women, all right? I mean, it may not be for you. I'm just saying, that's my thing.
Man,
I mean, it may not go for you. It just,
honest, honestly, Theo, at this point, man, any woman besides Jamaican woman it's fine for me,
right?
man. I don't.
Oh yeah, Jamaican woman.
Oh my God, man.
Well,
Oh my,
Jamaican women,
I'm suffering, man. I'm suffering.
Jamaican woman. I don't know about them.
they can cook though. They may be a little brash, but they can cook though.
They can cook, yeah.
They
What
can
just
cook,
just
but
just
come on, bro.
curious. Just curious, what are your thoughts? Sorry to interrupt, but what are your thoughts on Jamaican woman? I just want to know if I'm the only one that's having issues. Maybe something is wrong with me. I'm just trying to understand, right?
Jamaicans
Um,
they're too close to America, too much American influence. So that's the thing about that. Otherwise, they're awesome cooks because where I'm from, they're probably the best thing you can get outside of the, inside the matrix. At least you get a good meal.
yeah,
You get a
they can
headache,
cook.
but good meal.
Oh no, that's it, right? That's just the cooking. That's it. Nothing else. There's no other positives.
Oh, they can
Really?
wine. They can wine, man. They can wine. Come on.
All right, man.
Come on, man. They rock it good.
Well, that is true. I can attest to that, right? But I mean but you guys are spot on, right? That's it. It's cooking and the whining, right? And so whining and dining, and that's it, right?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
there you go. Right,
Yeah,
high class.
not much else really, to be honest. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know about body count stuff like that. That might be an issue. You know. Like again, they're influenced by the West very much so.
Yeah, and we're not losing anything with them. We don't really recommend them here. But I'm sure there's been a stream where somebody went to Jamaica and really enjoyed themselves. Same thing for the DR. It's just that I generally don't go there. So what can I say?
Yeah, I would avoid them. You're in the Caribbean, bro, so you got Panamanian women, you got Belize women, and they're a lot more pleasant than Jamaican women. I'll leave it as that. Even Barbados women, I prefer them over Jamaican women. It's just that when it comes to Jamaican women, the Western influence is too strong, and there's a lot of Jamaicans in the UK, and they're just as wild as every other girl. So I think I'll pass on them. Shout out to Mr. Bed Mike for the $10 super chat. What are your thoughts on AWS machine learning specialty?
I was just teaching that. So you need to use it with another specialty, which is the analytics specialty. It can't be a standalone. So it matters how are you going to use it. That's what I would say. You got a lot of people saying AI and machine learning, and I always ask them, how are you going to use it? And they're usually quiet afterwards. So what do I say? So you need to figure out how you use it.
Yep, then there are some use cases for it. I can help you out with that on the Patreon.
Yep.
How you can use it, particularly with Python. Okay. So if you join the Patreon Diamond Tier, we can speak on that bed mic, and we'll go on from there. Awesome, bro. So this has been a great live stream. I'm going to end it in 5 minutes. We're going to end it on the 30-minute mark. We got a new caller coming in. Volunteer David, can you turn the camera on in the background so I know you're not a pimple fade, pale face troll? I see. And guess what, Theo? He dropped off.
Oh,
this is what I'm talking about.
Third time. 3 of them, right?
Oh my
3
God.
of them. It's crazy, man. These trolls. Let me bring in Thomas back. He dropped off.
I had to refuse 2 students coming into the class.
Wow.
Yeah, because the answers weren't acceptable, and I was like, "You guys are trolls." So I sat there and looked at their profiles, like, "Yep, this is a troll." And I'm just like, "Really? You tried to troll black men going into the cloud? I mean, really?" And these people usually have the liberal, and they're saying like, "Oh yeah, we don't have any. We like everybody, but they're doing this." I'm like, "Really? Really?" So I'm not so happy with them. Yeah.
Fantastic. So Dennis, I've sent you the link to Theo's Facebook group on the Patreon. So if you join us as soon as possible, that'd be great.
Are you putting a Patreon inside the chat so other people could join?
Yes, I have, but I'll do it again. Give me a second.
I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna watch the video again and see if I can find the link later on.
Okay. All right, awesome, bro. Thank you.
IP.
No problem, Dennis. Thank you, brother. Our brother out there in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, I'm assuming. Shout out to Kingston. Shout out to Mr. Assad Dennis for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. I've only come across 7 women I'd consider wife material, and 5 of them were Asian women. Ooh, that's a big statement right there. Keisha and Becky won't like that. All 7 were non-American. I'm 38, by the way. There you go, brothers. Asian women, they're doing something right. And if these women had any sense, they should follow the ways of Asian women, but they won't. They're going to keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to be messed up mentally.
Yep.
See, my grandmother spoiled me. She was from the island of Curacao, and I used to spend my summers out there, and she used to cook. I mean, so amazing. I never got married just because I couldn't find a woman who could ever cook like her. So, you know what I mean?
It's funny you say that, Ballers, because I've got some intel on Curacao that I'll be dropping on the Patreon in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
You know, the women that they're brown skinned, they're not long curly hair, and they're feminine, they can cook, and they're freaky too. Only if you're freaky to me, only me in the bedroom, no one else. That's what I like. But if you're freaky to other guys in your past, you keep away from me.
Yeah.
You know, but
Conservative is conservative, you know.
It's conservative, but obviously conservative in public, but freaky to me in private. That's what every guy wants, right? You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quite a few stuff. So I you know, and women that know multiple languages, they speak Dutch, they speak German. Some of them they speak Papiamento, and the Papiamento is offset of Portuguese. So if you know how to speak Papiamento, you know how to speak Portuguese and Spanish. So it's they speak multiple languages.
Hey, how dare you roar in my stream, Chewbacca? I will send you back to Star Wars.
Chewbacca, be good. Okay. Yeah, he's being good. He's being good.
My
No, I
dog,
mean,
yeah.
I agree with you with the cooking part. It's amazing how effective the women can be when they actually cook. I mean, it's hard to leave, and it's just an amazing experience. That's why, in particular, Asians and Brazilians can go toe to toe with the most beautiful Western woman because they can cook. That one alone, they just can beat them out. I mean, a woman who can cook beats out a woman with a Western woman with a degree.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And the other
Yep.
thing, look like 5-star restaurant. I mean, you know, some women here say they could cook, but it'd be like, you know, it's not in a hot dog stand cooking. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You like, yo, you go to the
Yo.
islands, every woman almost cooks like you're in a 5-star restaurant. It's crazy.
Theo, that's a powerful statement. A woman that can cook is better than a woman with a degree.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, can you brothers hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, go on, Thomas.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, these American women, these UK women, they just say, "Oh, I can cook." Okay, really? Alright, go and cook me a plate of jollof rice. Yeah, go and cook me a plate of jollof rice and chicken. That's a hurt. Especially a black woman. I'm like, I get out my house, man. Get out. No, man, they can't cook. They can't cook.
yeah. I love jollof rice. I worked at you know, before I got to IT, I worked at another company. There was this African lady that she liked me, and so she used to cook for me, you know. And I had a girlfriend at the time, but I was like, I would have to hide the food somewhere in my car during the winter because I couldn't bring it in the house because it was so freaking delicious, man. I'm like, this is crazy.
Right? Yeah. When's the last time you had that experience with the Western woman?
Never.
10 years,
Never.
10 years, bro. 10 years.
Never.
At least 10 years.
The car.
Right?
I
It
got
doesn't happen. I mean, like maybe banana pudding, something like that in the States, right? But it really doesn't happen where you're just like, you gotta save it.
You know what they do for you? You know what they do? This is what they do. This is what I've seen them do. They get takeaway, and they get a plate, and they put the takeaway on the plate, and they decorate like as if they've made it. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, what is called the soft girl now, soft girl or whatever. Soft girl.
And they think we don't know, right?
Oh, God.
There's a difference in the plate how it looks if you cook it versus a restaurant. I can't believe they do this. It is really disappointing. I mean, really, I'm like, really? Do you want to disappoint us? Really, like that? Really? Oh man. Oh well. I'm just disappointed. What can I say?
Well, I'll say this: if you're in the West, probably your best option is probably like East Indian women. They're still
Nah, bro.
conservative.
What the Indian chicks? Nah, bro.
No.
We good, bro. We don't speak on South Asian women on the channel. Just because we don't check for them and they don't check for us, bro. So anything Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, we good on them, bro. They're a hard pass.
I dated Indian girls, so I've been there. I've been at that place. So I mean, maybe I can introduce that when I start going abroad some more.
Okay, bro. India is out of the question for me in the near future. It's me going there. I don't think so, bro. And me dating them, I don't think so as well. But all the power to you, bro.
All right.
I also want to say this as well, right? If you ask a Western chick, right, what can she cook? The number one question is, I can cook pasta. Girl, anyone could cook pasta. It's crazy.
Pasta with Franks.
I know, right? Pasta.
Pasta.
That's high school university stuff. Like pasta, really? Like that's like from a jar,
Oh
really?
man.
Like come on, no,
Whoa.
and they can't even do variations. Like I could do variations in the noodles, and then at least I can make my own sauce and put different meats in there and different
Mm.
seasonings and put different vegetables and get it to work, right? But that's a basic thing. I could do that when I was 22 years old. I'm 50 now, almost 50. I'm like women. You should be able to do more than that. They don't do it. I'm just like, come on, like get out of here. I mean, please. Oh my god. Ugh.
The thing
Well,
is, I remember going to Rome, and when I had Italian food here, this beautiful Italian woman, she was like, I remember she came out. She said, "Oh, she'd clean all the customers here," but she was the one who made the food. And I tried a lasagna. God have mercy, this lasagna was pain. Now that's real food. You
Yep.
tell a you tell a UK woman to cook to make me lasagna. They'll probably get some microwavable lasagna that they gotten from Sainsbury's
Iceland.
or Iceland. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, this is facts. Hold on, brothers. So William Council, is your name on the Patreon? Just to clarify, I didn't get a DM from you. Is your name on the Patreon, Billy Council? And are you interested in Theo's course? So let me know right now so I can send you the DM to the Theo's Facebook group. Okay, let me know right now. Shout out to Mr. J Remo. J Remo in the building. That's a good UK brother. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you for the £5 super chat. Great stream IP, and thanks Theo for the IT class. Yep. J Remo, he's been doing well in the class, hasn't he, Theo?
Yeah,
Good to see him there.
yeah. Class 2 has been pretty good. Class 3 is going to start next week, but Class 2 has been great. So we're gonna change the time so that you guys can join SAA from the UK. So then I'm still formulating that, but that's going to happen. Make sure that we can,
Okay.
it's a good time with your class that you're doing. So yeah, but we're getting it done, guys. It's going to happen.
When is SAA starting?
I'm already teaching it right now,
What?
but I'm gonna have to move. Yeah. I've been because the class 1 is everybody's in SAA. So I've been teaching on Thursdays, but I'm probably gonna move that to Sunday, and then I'm gonna move the CCP class to Saturday and Tuesday.
Okay, so it's SAA next week Sunday or this Sunday?
Not this one because I still have class 2. Still has to go through the test questions.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to do that for a few more weeks. But then
Okay.
in December, SAA will go to Sunday.
Okay, and you have SAA currently on Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
What time?
You're asleep, man.
Okay.
It's 8 p.m. Eastern. You're asleep.
That's 1 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Okay.
Yeah. No, don't worry. So SAA is going to be continuous.
Cool.
It's always going to be another topic. So we just keep on going through different points and dealing with real world situations. So we're doing lambdas now. We'll keep on doing lambdas, and then I'll go back to Kubernetes, and then we'll go back to like advanced networking, advanced security. We just always go around in circles.
Okay, thank you, Theo. Thank you, William. I'm gonna send you a DM on the Patreon, so please click on the link for Theo's group, William, and I'll send you a link to the Patreon, to the Facebook group for Theo's class, William. Thank you, bro. Awesome. So I think we're gonna end the stream here. It's been a fantastic stream. We're almost at 4 hours, and it's very late in Europe. So let's go through everyone from their last closing statement. So let's start with Borders I Travel. Do you have any closing statements or questions, brother?
Yeah, I would. As far as good cooks, I would throw Ethiopian women on that too. They're awesome cooks. Lithuanian women, they cook really well also. Because I was fortunate because I'm in New York and they get off right at the boat right over there. You'll catch a Ukrainian woman, a Polish woman right off the boat, and before they get Americanized, and you could really get that foreign experience. besides me traveling outside the country. So if you're in a metropolitan area, you could probably, you know, if you get a fresh off the boat, you'll have a good experience. But that's my last thing, and I will talk to you guys about the last two later. I'll find a link on the Patreon. But
Okay, Brian. And once you do, please send me a DM on the Patreon, and I can get you involved with me and Theo, okay, and Thomas. Okay, thank you, Bats. Mr. Dennis, do you have any closing statements or questions, bro?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I'm going to say the same thing that I opened with, that the information here is excellent and extremely motivating. I started listening to this stream, this live stream, or watching the videos about last week, right? And from there, I just started to say, you know what, I need to increase my income and start traveling and experiencing these Asian women, right? So it's very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to working a lot closely with you guys, and you know, it's just in general, just getting a better understanding of what's out there, right? Because unfortunately, I've been kind of limited in my experiences. I've only been experiencing mostly Jamaican women, which is not the best, right? It's not the best experience, right? So that's the goal is just to get myself to a point where I can experience different women so that I can make a proper decision in terms of some kind of long-term relationship or not, right? It just depends. So yeah, excellent work, guys. Keep it up. This is excellent stuff.
Thank you for the kind words, Dennis. Much appreciated, bro. Peace off from you. I'm hearing a fan. Thank you. Mr. Thomas Demihan, do you have any closing statements, bro, or questions?
This has been such a great live stream. I can't wait to do the live stamps, replay it again. When I wake up, do my final assessment for Google Analytics, so I can finally gain that cert. Then I'm going to go to the advanced Google Analytics, get that certification as well, continue with AWS SAA. Just consistency, that's what I'm going to do, IP. Great live stream, IP, another classic. And, big up to all the brothers on the panel. And another classic IP. Looking forward to the next one.
Thank you very much for the kind words, Thomas. Thank you very much. Awesome. The GOAT himself, Mr. Theo Waff, do you have any closing statements or questions, brother?
I had a good time. This was a good one. I'm glad you went to Vancouver. I'm glad you got to experience it. I'm glad you got to see Asian beauty and what it does. And you got to be with feminine women who are treating you well. You got to be in your masculine, and then you got to see other women, feminists, being totally destroyed. I mean, that is one of the most empowering experiences you can have. So glad you did it. You're doing a great job, IP. Look forward to seeing the class. And other people, take the classes, study. Our method works. Our method will get you to another country, but you got to put in the work. And there are students in here. There are people who have studied with me, people who are waiting to study with me. You guys know what the process is. It's a lot of work, but if you do it, you will have a different future, a different environment, and you're going to be happy. You're going to look back. You're going to say that was a previous horrible life. Like, how did you ever do it? So, study with us, work with us, and let's think about tomorrow. Let's think about where to go. Oh, and Korean women are fine. I'll put that as the last part, okay? Good talking to you, IP. I'll see you tomorrow, right?
See you tomorrow. Thank you, Theo. Much appreciated, bro. I'll give you a call. Yep. Thank you, brother. So great live stream, brothers. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who cash apped and super chatted tonight. All the support is greatly appreciated. And shout out to all those who called in and contributed to the stream. Much appreciated. And shout out to you, brothers, on the live stream chat for talking and keeping the live stream active. That's greatly appreciated, brothers. Okay, fantastic. Again, now are the winter months. So from now to February is study mode. Study hard, right? Stay home, go to the gym, study hard. And when it comes by March, April, you're going to be a complete different person, okay? It's all about consistency and execution. Okay, be consistent and execute well. Okay, that's the key to doing well in this life. Okay, when you start something, you finish it and you execute upon that consistency. So thank you everyone again. I will see you all on my next video. I put my socials there in the live stream chat, so please feel free to follow me on all my socials, IG, Instagram, etc., etc. Cop the merch, join the Patreon Diamond tier for intel on Vancouver women and foreign women in general. If you want to be a part of Theo's upcoming class, please join the Patreon Diamond tier and send me a DM telling me, hey IP, I'm interested in Theo's class, okay? And I'll send you a link to Theo's Facebook group. This has been a fantastic live stream. Make sure you subscribe to my new channel as well, International Passport Clips, where I'll be posting my journey vlogs, clips from this channel on that new channel as well. Fantastic, brothers. And I will see you, brothers, on my next live stream. Thank you to my mod, Thomas Demahin. Shout out to Theo and shout out to all you brothers who called in today. Much appreciated. And I'll see you, brothers, on my next live stream. Okay, thank you, brothers.
Yeah, thank
Next
you.
video as well. Thank you, brothers. Okay, awesome. Peace out, brothers.